Hello, 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 and where's my camera? Hello and welcome to this final boss fight live stream of Space Odysseus, the A-Team continues. Or the War of the Worlds. Maddie is rooting for the lot of us tonight. You guys will be fine, kick-ass, she believes in us. Tanny says, greetings. And Queen Creep says, I'm excited for shit to be fucked. And then, pfft.
Holy fire!
Yes.
We are back for some A-Team. I am John, and I am joined by Jeff.
Hello.
Ben.
Hey!
Rusty.
Hello.
Kaboom.
Hello.
And our DM, Scar.
Hi-de-ho.
And first things first, seeing as we've got such an active chat, can you hear everybody in the Discord okay? Because it's been playing up a little bit in the recent couple of games. Can you hear everybody cool?
Discord has been a little
Problematic.
rude. Yes.
Yeah, I think rude's a better description.
And while I wait for answers, Sammy, do you want to? They're a bit hard to hear when you're talking over them, but besides that, they're fine. That's cool. I'll just not speak over them.
That's normal, because speaking over people doesn't work.
But we still try to make it work.
Sammy, do you want to take a? Do you want to do the recap, or do you want somebody else to?
I'll do the recap, because I'm not sure how much of what people remember from time.
I want Jeff to do the recap.
I wasn't here.
That's why I want Jeff to do the recap.
We got stuff blew up, stuff happened, and Elliot still hasn't found the thing that I stolen from him.
Excuse
me. Shall Rusty and I do the recap, and you can fill in if we get anything wrong.
Alright. Go ahead. I want to see that.
Okay. So last time we were here, the B team was here as well. And we opened on the rubble of the gate that was left over after a certain black hole opened.
Yes, which nearly killed two of our party.
Which nearly killed one of our party and one person we just met.
Oh, fair.
Was technically part of your
Who's
party.
technically a part of our party, but, you know.
But, you know, we've yet to have a conversation with them.
Oh boy, Zavix.
That's a good roll.
We started to make plans for the following day when the attack would come, or later in the day when the attack would come, and rebuilding some sort of a defense of the gate.
Yes, that was gone now.
To wit, we left members of the B team to
assist with that.
Erect a partition.
Yes.
While we went to get the Dark Star to put that in its place.
Yes. Which went well.
Which went well.
We calmed down the people who were trying to flee.
The very charismatic Marden and Gunter stopped a riot.
I feel like you're missing someone who was actually there as well.
No, that was everybody, wasn't it?
No. Who flies the damn ship?
I don't recall anybody else being there. We got in the ship and we flew it back to the main gate as the armies of the bad guys were approaching, and between judicious uses of magic spells and majorly powerful magical items and missiles, yes. We fought off the invaders from the front gate, and then we picked up some members of the B team and we went and fought off invaders at the side gate, or the back gate. I don't remember where in the city that gate was.
Shield generator thing, wasn't it?
The east wall.
Yes. No, it was the communications array.
The communications array.
But the east wall was getting demolished by people.
We fought a dragon.
We did.
You did.
Because that's a thing. Apparently it was a bigger dragon. I mean, we fought it with missiles. we fought it with missiles because we're not dumb. I mean, if we fought it on foot, we would be like streaks of blood on the dirt by this point.
Oh yes,
Or holy
absolutely.
fire, as
Or holy fire.
keeps saying.
But we fought off that invasion force, and we fought off the first invasion force, and then we got a radio that the third invasion force was coming. And so the Dark Star booked it back over there while a majorly magical dude, as he's been described.
Yeah, that's about as fair assessment as we can give him.
We already met the guy, but
That guy we met in that one session I missed, came to the front gate and called us out, and the members of the B team kind of stood there going, we don't want to talk on their behalf, and so turned their radio on so that we could talk from the ship as we made our way back across the city, which was
Nice of them.
nice of them.
They have their own campaign they're badasses in. Let us
Yeah.
know.
It was nice of them to let us be a little bit badass, and so
you
Gunter...
fought a dragon. How badass is that?
And how many legendary weapons do we have?
You
Maddie's-
single-handedly killed a dragon. I'm
Maddie
sorry,
says...
that's what they did.
Maddie points out that it was Abraham Shadowmark.
Exactly.
I think that's his name.
That is the
Dragon's
name.
No, the majorly magical dude.
Okay.
So we came over, and he snapped his fingers, and the front gate barricade disappeared.
So you say he snapped his fingers and half the population disappeared.
No, he wasn't Thanos.
Okay.
And so,
Was he wearing a glove?
no.
No.
And so I pressed a button on the ship and caused his army to disappear by missile.
Yes.
He wasn't too impressed. I went down to have a word with him with a bottle of wine, no beer, and that went fine. And then
Go on.
I can't remember. Riviera told me that things had gone slightly sideways, and she brokered a peace deal between us and Abraham Shadowmark.
I feel you're missing a.
Oh, yeah.
big chunk
That
of
is
what happened.
that is what Gunter remembers.
Yeah, of what
Yes.
happened for the others as well, for them to know what really happened, and the fact that it came back from time. So
Okay.
you don't know that it happened.
So I as Gunter approached Abraham Shadowmark along with Orion and someone else.
I think Elliot got close, but not super close.
Yeah,
I think
Elliot got off the ship, definitely. I think
Yes.
Trefor was trying to get close to Abraham as well, and Orion was trying to stop him.
Yes, that was something that was happening.
And as Orion dragged Trefor away, and Elliot and Gunter was left stood close to this guy, having previously noted that he had placed 2 of the magical grenades that summoned the black hole into his pouch, Gunter attempted a sleight of hand check to place a grenade into the bag to set those grenades off. I say Gunter attempted this because it didn't work. Abraham grabbed Gunter's hand and vanished.
Can you stop snapping? He's not snapping.
With Gunter.
With Gunter.
Yes. So that's him using the Space Stone.
That he reappeared, Gunter and he reappeared in their camp, whereupon Gunter attempted the plan again. Whereupon
That's when he used the Time Stone to stop him.
Whereupon he rewound time to the point just before Gunter attempted this.
I thought you said he wasn't Thanos.
No, he doesn't have all the stones, is the thing.
Gunter then decided to let him go on with the conversation a little while, and attempted it a second time,
Yes.
whereupon he rewound time again. Gunter then tried this a third time, after a little bit more conversation, and was told that it was getting tedious.
And this time he wouldn't be saved.
And so instead of rewinding time before the bag exploded, he teleported the bag away,
Yes.
and it appeared in the temple, in the
On the-
middle
in
of
this-
Loeb.
in the city that you are in. So exactly where Kaboom's character and Ben's character were treating the wounded of the battle.
Yes.
They weren't there at the time.
At
And
the
this is
time,
no-
they were there.
With
And this
no
is
fire
where-
whatsoever, I must specify.
And this
But
is when
seven-
Riviera used her time stone.
Well, 7 magical grenades exploded,
Yes.
causing the sun to go out, demons to rain from the sky, lava to explode from under the temple. Various bad shit happened. Riviera said, "Fuck no."
And used
And-
stone magic.
Rewound time.
She actually
full-
showed the Doctor Strange pose, when you rewind time. She actually does that gesture.
Rewound time until just before Gunther went over to speak to Abraham Shadowmark.
Yes.
Whereupon she told him to not do what he was planning, because it didn't go well. Gunther, very confused, said, "But what am I meant to do instead of what I'm thinking of doing?"
Also, needs to be a fairly important fact within this is that while we couldn't remember what happened, he could.
Yes.
Mr. Shadowmark could remember, did remember everything that just happened.
And so did Riviera as well.
Yes.
But basically, Riviera brokered the peace deal that we'd previously brokered, and informed me to not try and do anything with my grenades. Whereupon the B team left us, the incredibly powerful magical dude and his remaining flunky, who's also incredibly powerful, but physically, left us. Riviera had a breakdown, Maddie is informing me. Mostly because at one point Gunther reused one of the lines that he'd said in the previous time loop, which was greatly fun. And the B team left us to go to the funeral for Sid. We've now got a day, or we've got the evening and the following day.
Morning.
Morning.
Like on the morning of the battle.
The morning, we are going to be going under the temple of Loeb to a temple of a very evil bad thing with the bad guy to get some stuff he wants.
Yes.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
Immediately after the battle, the events that I just described taking place, Gunther and Riviera had a conversation, and then Brandovan and Gunther had a conversation, which you can go and read on finalbossfight.co.uk.
They did. It was very fun to read.
Plug.
Launching all the ships there.
You guys can now... I'm going to hand over to Sammy for talkie rolls, as he spent a long time preparing maps and things.
Yes, we were also given a bit of breather to make sure everybody who was being evacuated did get evacuated.
Oh, yes.
You had the entire night and the following morning to evacuate people.
Yes. The only thing that I think was really important that was missing. So I just thought I'd add that.
The bodies have been the bodies of all the people slain in the battle have been also discarded.
With holy fire.
No.
Oh.
Although I suppose some of them might have, due to the mere presence of a dragon. But
I'd have to just say, they had diseases. It needed to be done. Holy fire.
Speaking of the dragon, Sammy, can we harvest anything from that?
you could have, yeah. So roll me a survival check to see what you would have gotten from it.
I can do that.
If you
I
wanted
can
to do.
15.
Okay. 15 for Gunther.
A 5. Never mind. I
Uh,
tried.
Elliot, you see a dragon.
Yes, I do.
Oh, so
I
that's
roll
Xavix.
survival?
God damn it, Iron Verney.
Wow.
God damn it, Ryvern.
Woo!
So,
We have the minus and we roll the highest.
Verve,
Yeah.
you had the idea with Gunther and Iron Bernie to go and retrieve some things on the dragon, because it's not every day that the dragon just falls out of the sky dead.
Oh, I would not miss the opportunity.
It's a sign.
And
It's a sign that we have powerful missiles.
you, Vern, after a very, very cautious and long process of opening dragon thing, you managed to get out of it the 3 hearts of the dragon.
Ooh.
It was an indigo dragon, by the way.
Hang on a minute. How many hearts does a dragon have? Because that sounds like
3.
too many.
3.
That sounds like too many. They don't need that many.
They need to pump the blood efficiently through the whole body, and trust me, you either got a giant heart, which would not be efficient, or smaller hearts, but several of them.
Yeah,
That actually makes sense.
there are smaller, kind of human size, but they are more.
I'm a doctor.
They put more space
Okay.
in the body. You have one in the
That was
brain,
the doctor.
you have one in the head, one in the chest, and one in the tail.
So I got 3 dragon hearts.
So you got 3 dragon hearts, and you also managed to pump out of it a bottle of dragon blood.
Mm-hmm.
Iron Vernie,
Yes?
you took out of the dragon, you took out its eyes,
Nice.
and I will sum it up for you too. The eyes of the dragon and the blood of the dragon are can be used for very powerful magic spells that you guys can access soon. Actually,
Keep
Just a
keep
question.
those to hand.
What size are the eyes of a dragon? An indigo dragon in this case.
in this case, it would be a bit bigger than a human hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you say I also got some dragon blood though?
You didn't get the dragon blood. That's Vern that took the dragon blood.
Mr. Hollow Voice.
Yes.
Even with a 5, could I have removed a dragon tooth?
I will allow a dragon tooth.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you couldn't with the 5, with the 15, could I get a dragon tooth and give it to him?
Yeah, or the 18.
Just like
Any-
I
any
see him trying to yank one out, and like, yeah, here you go.
So I was saying the eyes, and you, Iron Benny, also get bits of the skin. You get the equivalent of 5 leather, dragon leather. So that could make a fine suit or tunic or any kind of cloth that you want to do.
Nice.
Also, dragon leather is a bit tougher than normal thing, so that would count as armor.
Ooh.
Oh, cool.
I would like some dragon armor.
But
Five out of five.
you
Need to cross something first.
would need to actually make it into a tunic. Gunther,
Yes.
you see the 2 Orangans completely destroy and dismantle this poor dragon, and you hand out the tooth to
Here you go.
Elliot. You also
you.
can get another tooth for yourself.
Yay.
And
how big is the tooth?
the tooth would be it would be the size of, actually it would be the size of an arm, like half an arm, something like that,
I'm gonna mount this on the wall.
from elbow to wrist.
Okay, so a 4 arm.
How big would a claw be?
Oh, that would be larger. A full claw, if you take it from its root, would be the size from waist to head to a normal human, so about... It's a big dragon.
I just wanted a dragon tooth necklace. I'll just chip a bit of the tooth off.
So yeah, you take that out, and you also get the possibility to... so I will leave you the choice, actually, Gunther.
Okay.
You can take either the tongue of the dragon, or you can take one of the horns of the dragon.
Ooh.
Ooh, the horns must be big.
How big
Yeah,
are the horns?
So that depends entirely. If you take like the head, the horns he has on his head are quite big, would be the size of a human.
Jesus.
But if you go down to the tail, they have smaller horns that would be the size of from a foot size to human size.
What could I do with a dragon horn?
With
could
a
I-
dragon horn, you can either sell it, which is very pricey,
Yeah.
very expensive. You can grind it into a powder, which is an aphrodisiac.
Okay.
You beat me to it.
And it's a human size worth.
Or you can use it, give it to a magic user to use it for spells.
Aphrodisiac
Make you horny.
spells.
What? Just while we're on the subject, what can I do with the dragon tongue?
The dragon tongue can be eaten,
Okay.
or it can be used for spells.
I'm going to take one of the, not the human-sized horns, but a slightly smaller horn.
I mean, we have the Dark Star. We could just
I
put it
could
in
take a
ship.
dragon.
Ooh, can we put it on the front of the Dark Star?
I was planning to sell it, but I don't think we'd, like... I don't want to trust Elliot to have to steer
that's
the
fine.
thing.
I meant use the Dark Star to transport a bigger one.
Yeah,
Also, if you put it at the front of the
Yeah,
the
like
ship, it would
counterbalancing.
It would
Yeah,
actually
somewhere.
balance the ship a bit.
Yes. If you're in space, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Yes,
you're
but we
not in
aren't.
space.
We are not in space right now, Jeff. We are on a planet.
Who's
And as
Jeff?
soon as you try to land, it would be very, very funny to see you suddenly go down.
Ah! Poing! So I will take a dragon horn and I will look for an interested buyer at some point where we're not being currently attacked by bad guys, but that will sit in the hold of the Dark Star for now.
Okay.
Yes.
Also information for Dragon Tongue. Actually, roll me a Arcana or Nature.
Gunter alone or all of us?
Everyone can.
Yay!
I
Let's
got
roll an
advantage on Arcana.
Ooh,
I
Oh,
have
but
nothing
not
in
nature.
either of them, so
Arcana and what, sorry?
Arcana or Nature.
I feel disturbance in the force. Xavix is not powerful in the
it tastes
nature.
great when roasted. It tastes great.
It's a
grilled.
tongue. It's a tongue. It's going to be in the mouth.
So, both Gunter and Anne Verney, you have heard of the properties of tongues for being magical and being very useful for any curse spells.
I think me and Elliot can have the same thing and run the same score again.
But Vern, you also know that when ingested, a dragon tongue gives more strength to the one who eats it for a time.
So it's temporary.
It's temporary. It will boost someone's confidence in himself and also ability to actually fight. He
There's an
will.
aphrodisiac as well.
No. You don't fight when you do that. Actually, I don't think you do.
I might be doing it wrong.
So yeah, it would grant a bonus if you were to eat it.
Okay, so Vern will actually think about maybe using that, using Dragon Tongue as a combat rogue, but that will be something he'll list in an experience to attempt later.
So you guys have been coming back to the inn after that long day of fighting. You've rested.
And dragon harvesting.
And dragon harvesting. Well, that would be part of the night more than the day, but
Evening of dragon harvesting.
you have rested. You have healed up. You also have that dude here still chained up. as you captured him at the end of the battle.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Remind me who that dude is.
Wait, he's the second in command of the, I mean, like the general of the guy who teleported Gunther away. Except that he usually was confident because Gunther was away, but now Gunther is here, so his boss has no.
Yeah, but his boss is coming back. You broke a deal with him for him to come back and go below the temple with you.
Yep.
So if you were to harm him in the meantime, that will not go well when he comes back, I think.
Okay, so he's still smug about it.
Yeah, he's still very smug about it. Which is why the mayor of the city has him gagged, because that way he can shut him up. And
we're tired of him being smug about it.
I mean, I can make sure his mouth would always be smug, no matter what he tries to make as an expression. But that would be very painful and a bit visible.
So the mayor has been explaining to you the last transports have been leaving Fellows for safer colonies around the planet, and he's now asking you if you feel sure about what the deal you broke about, if the deal is going to go well or not, basically.
Most likely not, but we don't have much of a choice.
I wasn't really involved in making this deal, but we'll see how it goes. We're going to be there, so hopefully nothing goes wrong.
I was apparently involved in making this deal, but I don't remember.
Well, we made this deal twice. We were apparently.
Did I feel as Vern the magic how to say that, the magic discharge from Riviera when she rewind the time so that they can.
It would have been very difficult for you to know magic was used a lot on this side of the town. So you know magic has been used, but you can't say that Riviera used time control.
Okay.
There was a great disturbance in many of the Force.
Basically, if magic was like radiation, the whole place is full of it.
You are become one of us.
And so the morning has risen up, and you know that the guy in question should be arriving pretty soon, in like less than an hour. So what do you decide to do?
I will Gunter will take out the idol he has and pray to it for a few minutes and just center himself.
Which goddess is it again, your idol?
The god of space.
Okay.
Zavix notices this and says, "When did you start praying?"
These are unusual times.
Gunter.
You have a thing
Religion.
apparently.
Yeah, it's a skill I'm proficient in, so it's shit.
I just see if I recognize his goddess.
So Gunther,
Zavix says to him,
Nope.
I think you need to keep trying.
so Gunther, you pray for a while, but you don't feel anything back from it, and roll me an insight.
Oh.
You have the feeling it's because Xavier has been talking to you while you were praying.
Zavix, you have bad waves.
He just
So he was
Gunther
distracting
just
you.
picks up the idol, looks at it, and just like, yeah, not today.
Not today.
Zavix, you have negativity. You're ruining my karma.
I care not for the wines of the deal, I care only for the purging of the evil.
Yes.
At those words, I think the mayor will look at you like, okay, could you please slow down on the purging of the evil and just make sure that the city isn't purged entirely.
So wait, the question is, can you actually hear him from all the way over there?
I was sort of muttering to myself, also looking at my own idol.
What is your idol? A grenade?
No, I have
The
grenades.
goddess of love and war.
Ah, good.
That's not worrying at all.
Oh,
She gave me blessing of fire.
I reiterate, that's not worrying at all.
you
But
know,
As long as there are innocents here, I say we should protect them. However, we must.
I mean, to be fair, there isn't anyone here. They've all been evacuated.
I mean, we're pretty innocent.
That's debatable, but we can deal with ourselves after the bigger evil is gone.
I mean, on a scale of innocence.
You know, I'm really glad that I wear a helmet.
I'm really starting to think I should invest.
Yeah. You know, I can get you a great deal on one of these ones.
I mean, it looks like Zavix has a new face right about now. How about, where did he go?
There was a stall in the market. Creepy Queen's face surgery.
Ah.
Oh, Zavix, what does
Well,
the
someone's
scouter
telling
say about his power level?
What, sorry?
Never mind. The people that heard it had fun with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a knock on the door, and your friend, artist Nim, is now back from burying and burning all the dead. So, your war is now over.
I mean, it
So
wasn't
what?
ours.
No.
Well, the war you were involved in, and I was about to ask. You didn't mention that we were going to get a reward if we helped.
Talk to that one over there.
Okay, I sure will. And Mayor and Artis starts talking a lot between themselves and arguing on prices that the mayor had never agreed to, but apparently has no.
This is what I was
There
worried
has to be a
about.
cost.
Well, this looks like it's a job for them to deal with. Shall we just be going?
It's a good time to leave, I think.
I agree.
Okay.
There are many more to be judged.
Why do you have to keep saying things?
Because things need to be said.
I disagree.
You-
Some things don't need to be said.
I really worry sometimes.
I worry all the time.
You know, maybe I'm not worrying enough.
So you guys come
I'm
downstairs.
watching Netflix on my new eyepiece.
I mean,
So you guys come
I've got
downstairs
Netflix on all the
and-
time in my helmet.
Oh man, I'm missing out.
Like I said, that's the helmet.
You come back in the middle of the place.
Oh geez, my aura's got really big out here.
Yeah.
Scaling.
Fortunately, you won't actually need it yet.
Damn. But it's so huge. Look at all of my aura.
We can't see. Can I see? I can't see it.
No, we can't see it.
Okay, stream, look at my aura. It's impressive.
So just a question: how much time do we have left before the time?
You would have like something like half.
I will go behind the bar and make myself a coffee.
Okay.
Like I said, invest in a helmet.
Is this a marketplace out here, and is it open?
No, we
Everything is
evacuated
closed
everybody.
down. It's empty.
Yep.
There is no one
Van
here.
will find a place to sit and start taking some notes for his books.
Gunter will call out to her. Does anybody want a coffee?
I would love one.
Are you
Thank
making?
you.
Yes, of course I'm making the coffee.
Then no thanks.
What is this coffee you're talking of?
It's a caffeinated drink that keeps you awake.
I will try this coffee.
Meliodas will ask for a coffee, and Themis as well.
Gunter starts just making coffees.
Actually, what is it behind us?
And
Who's
the
already
guy-
sat at the bar?
So, if you remember, you brought back a guy lost in the middle of the wilderness.
I do remember this.
We
I
do.
didn't like
We
him.
need- We need
And
to talk
And you
to him.
didn't really like him, and he's still there. He's sipping a red beer.
Do you want a coffee?
I got everything I need.
Why are you still here?
It's interesting to see the place completely empty like this. It's not often you see a dead town, especially in the Empire.
Can
Well,
I roll
it's-
an investigation check to see if there's anything else behind the bar that
Yes, you can roll an investigation check.
17.
So you find that in the bar there is a certain number of alcohol and drinks that you could take. There is also the cash register is still there, and you would need another thing to open it.
We call that a key.
No, it's not only called it's another roll, but I'm
Holy fire.
I'm looking. What else have I got in here? I can try and open it with like my laser sword.
Yeah, you can do that as well. Yeah.
I think that would be noticeable.
Yeah, maybe not do that.
Maybe not. No.
Talon,
Especially-
you are not.
Exactly. So I'm just going to remind you of something that you might have forgotten. The
We're
owner
the
of
good
bar is
guys.
also the mayor, the owner of the bar
Yes.
is also the mayor of the city. That is
You know the
literally
one we
upstairs.
foot. You mean the one we foot with the bill?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I still stand by my other thing of, we're the good guys.
Then maybe
Yeah,
don't
no.
steal from
There
the
are,
bar.
like you said, there are levels of innocence.
Yes.
Indeed. At the moment, we are fighting for the innocents. We will be judged later.
Can you stop?
In that case,
saying
I'll just take
like
a couple,
that?
of bottles
I-
of the strongest stuff.
I subtly change Iverne's coffee for a decaf.
Can I see whether I spotted him doing that?
Yeah. Roll perception and going to roll sleight of hand. You don't see
Nope.
No, you don't.
Wait, I'm looking.
That must be just the way that they make coffee.
But again, that is a skill I'm not proficient in. Why can't I roll like that with the ones I can do?
I'm completely on my notebook.
I'm gonna try to see if I see him.
So
I don't see
Vix, that's all that you can take in the strong stuff.
Nobody notices me change Iverne's coffee for...
I mean, I don't
Actually,
Oh, wait.
there's another actor that will see you. Would literally sit at the bar.
The question is, does he care?
That's another question, but first, does he see you? No.
No.
The second question is now mute.
Meliodas is not looking. Amos would not be looking, so you're fine.
I mean, I don't care that you change your coffee to decaf anyway.
I would take. Can I take all of these?
Yes, you can take all of this.
I would take all of these.
And it's a 1 each in weight.
One thingy each.
Yeah.
Are
and one
you-
in weight.
Are you subtly doing that, or are you
Blatant.
openly doing that?
I'll go subtly doing that just for
Roll,
thingies. So
roll the stealth or a sleight of hand.
stealth. 15.
Those who want to try and perceive.
Ah! Proficient in the skill! Can't roll for shit! Come on, roll 20!
And Bernie, you spot him. You spot him even at the slightest idea that Davis had of taking things. You knew he was going to take that, and yet you also see him.
I
As
don't
said,
care.
We'll be judged later.
And Vern, you also see him.
What are you guys talking about?
So I see him
You'll
taking
find
some
out later,
alcohol.
I'm sure.
Here's your coffee.
Oh, thank you.
So I see him taking alcohol bottles.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Savix,
This
do you have
tastes
a
awful.
straw?
A straw.
Why do you want
There's
a
a little straw. There's a little straw hole in my helmet, and I don't want to take the helmet off.
You can open the helmet as well.
I know I can, but I'd rather not.
I'm afraid they've only got paper straws behind the bar.
I'm afraid
it's one of those places.
I'm afraid the Imperial military hasn't provided helmets with straw openers.
It's my own personal helmet. I don't take it off.
Stuff.
Why don't you
It's
think
disgusting.
why haven't we got an emergency induction port in there?
Here's your coffees.
No,
Here are your coffee.
thank you. Here are your coffee.
Here are your coffee. I go and have my own coffee.
Coffee doesn't taste nice, but it keeps you awake. That's the general function.
Sammy.
Yes.
Oh, Mr. Hollow Voice, how much
Yes.
would the coffee cost?
If you were to pay for it, you would need to. It's in terms of gold. It would be 2 silver for a cup of coffee. So
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coffees, was that?
yeah, so a gold.
I will put a gold next to the...
Just the 1 gold.
just the...
I will hand you 2 silver, or the equivalent of.
I'm just
Why would I pay for this? It tastes terrible.
It's to keep you awake. You'll feel it later.
maybe.
Do you want something to make it a bit stronger?
I would prefer that by itself. It might actually get rid of the flavor.
I'm going to pour.
Flavor's a word. Don't call it names.
I'm going to pour a small bit of dark rum in there.
Okay.
Why would you waste it by pouring it into this?
Like you said, it hides the taste.
Yes, it does.
Oh, I'll try it again.
Elliot will leave with just a full cup of coffee.
And as you leave, you notice that a certain guy has already arrived and is now looking at the inn.
I take
waiting.
I take a seat in the chair with my half cup of coffee and just... Morning!
Would you like a coffee?
I stand in the doorway leaning against the door. The archway of the door.
Who is this person? What do I see about
it's-
this person?
This person is the bad magic guy, voodoo
Yes.
guy that you fought, basically.
Yeah, I just call across. Would you like a coffee?
Why not?
It's 2
Yeah,
silver.
this one. I'm just gonna give him mine because I can't drink it with my helmet on.
Takes the coffee and drinks the coffee while looking at you.
Cool.
If you
And
really like coffee, you can have mine as well.
And then gives you back the empty cup.
Who's nearby who we can whisper to?
Thank you.
And Meliodas
Meliodas.
is nearby.
Elliot will go return the coffee cup to the bar.
If you want to whisper to a player, I would suggest Gunter, but
Yeah, he's all the way over there. And we got our comms, aren't we? I can probably do it in our comms.
yeah.
So I'm gonna whisper to Gunter. Do we trust this person?
No.
Shall I shoot him?
No.
No. Elliot's just answering from putting the coffee cup back.
I just go over. Well, if you like coffee, have mine as well. I hate the stuff.
Thank you. I've already had one.
I insist. Have a coffee. It means I don't have to drink it.
Well, if you really don't want to drink it, and he snaps his finger, this time he does, and the coffee vanishes from the cup.
Well,
That's
thank
weird.
you very much for that.
That's weird. I don't like that.
Where did
should
that
know.
go?
It's only
I
matter.
sat down on the stairs and put down a cup next door to me.
It's only matter, and matter can disappear. Turns back to Xabix. Excuse me.
Yes. What have you done?
Excuse me, you are in my way.
Whispering to Zavix in the comms. Do not antagonize the incredibly powerful evil magic man.
Please.
Shall we proceed?
Drains the last of the coffee, puts cup down, stands up.
Yeah, I suppose we better get this over with.
Might as
Time
well.
to purge more evil.
Again.
Stop saying things.
Holy fire cannot be silenced.
You're not holy fire.
That is not
But
your
it
name.
speaks through me.
Oh boy.
Your friend seems to be very, very
A
eager.
pyromaniac?
You could call him that, but I would say a strong believer in his own faith.
He is a strong believer in something, and
Yes.
Can I hear this being said?
Yeah, he's saying that in front of you.
I have to believe in something. Not that my family has been taken away from me so viciously. Why not believe that at least there can be some good?
What is it that you believe in?
I believe in the goddess of love and war. Both sides of a coin.
there's one of the sides of that coin I really wish you liked a little more than the other.
Yes.
Yes, but I need to make the balance first. And then we can allow it back.
So what you're saying is everything needs to be perfectly balanced.
There are far too many evils.
As all things should.
I'm just no.
No.
We
Yes.
have been given blessings to use. We are the instruments of the gods, and it is only when they decide that our journey is at its end, it is at its end. Until that day, I will do everything I can to avenge. I mean,
Anyway, we're following this
restore
guy, right?
balance.
He's listening to
Oh yeah, I bet.
to the guy. So he isn't moving at the moment. He's just listening to Inverni.
Huh. What's he carrying?
It's you would need maybe a perception because at first glance he seems to be carrying nothing.
Right.
I would like to see if he's carrying something.
14.
14.
Tanny says, "Oh look, it's that asshole again."
Also, she's back.
Yes.
I wouldn't recommend calling him that, but you know.
Luckily, Tanny's not here right now.
True.
Zavix and Iron Verni, and you notice he's holding he has a dagger, a ceremonial dagger on his belt, and he's holding a ring in on his left hand.
Jesus.
He's holding a ring?
He's wearing a ring.
Okay.
Okay.
Is it of a funny design? Is it of a flying snake?
No, it's not flying snakes. No, it's not a Zant.
Zentarum, kill him.
What is this arcana for?
To see if he was to see if he has magic getters around him, or if he had prepared to, or if there's some kind of spell traps on him.
The ring is magic.
Okay.
The ring is a magical artifact. Your arcana also allows you to see that this ring is very ancient, and it's a ring of summoning. The dagger that he has on his belt seems to have an aura of magic, but it's faded. And the man himself has a pulse of magic to him that is quite strong.
Which of our Ulrichian friends is currently stood in the fountain?
That would be me.
Fair.
Wait,
He just
at least I
splashing
do
around in
it
the
properly like that.
He's just splashing around in the fountain.
I mean, you know, sometimes you just have to appreciate the finer things in life.
Simplicity. It's where love comes from.
And finally, last thing that is wearing, he's under his cloak. He is wearing a dark tunic. That you, Vern, seem to feel like is also pulsating with magic.
Okay.
So what we're saying is he's magical.
What
No,
Vern notices is that this guy has a lot of magical artifacts on him.
Yes, I mean, he got a defense, probably some kind of magic armor, got magic ring to probably feed his own power, and even the dagger got some traces of magic, and the guy himself has powerful magic to begin with, so bad news overall.
So, the good news is that we know his weak spot. We just need to stop him breathing.
That's most people's weak spot.
I mean, if you find some, what is that called? Some siphon, things that actually cut off magic, it would be much less powerful. But we have to find those, and they're fucking huge, and they're from the Helvetian Empire, so not likely.
Fair enough.
Let's get going, shall we?
Yeah.
And he walks towards the temple and enters.
So when are we gonna shoot? When are we gonna shoot this guy?
Once he does his summoning, at which point he would mostly have used his trump card. At least I hope so.
I have a really bad feeling about these doors.
You say that every time we enter in death traps.
I have a really bad feeling about this death trap we're entering as well, but...
Well,
I don't see what you mean.
Is that you saying this, Sammy, or is that him saying it?
Me.
Okay. Yes.
Is there anybody here that has seen the vision of us next to the door exploding? Was that one of us, or was that just Riv?
I thought that was Riv.
That was just Riv.
Damn it.
Yep.
We really should have brought Riviera in here and asked her, was this it? These doors?
Right
Well,
now.
I could have seen that with a vision power, but I don't think I got that with Vern.
So
Oh, for a second I thought it was cupcakes, some kind of giant cell.
You enter the temple, which is now completely empty. There is a sense of kind of it's an old temple. You can all feel that. There are 4 statues of imperial gods around you that are gigantic, and the magic users here can feel that there is a stronger feeling of magic here, especially around the altar.
The altar is the big purpley.
Yeah.
Well, our milkshakes do bring all the boys to the yard.
Okay.
You know,
Why do we hang out with these people?
I don't like the fact he's moving away from us. let's could
Follow
Could
that
you-
man.
could
Don't
you
run.
maybe slow down a little bit so we can?
Come on, keep up, keep up.
Maddie says, I'm bound. No.
He
Oh, no.
approaches the altar. It is here. Finally.
What is here?
Yes.
You haven't been on Telos for long, haven't you? You don't know how the city came to being.
Not even slightly.
We haven't really had a
Oh.
time to take the tour.
The tour, yeah. We're really busy.
Somebody was invading the town.
This city was first an Elvation city
Oh.
before the Imperials took it by force. And the first people to live here were neither Elvatians nor Imperials. They were Elenians. Strong and powerful magic users. I think you met one.
Maybe.
And he
Riven has a spell called Shenanigans.
he turns to you, Gunther, and he looks like right into your eyes and roll me a wisdom saving throw.
I don't like that he does this.
Stranger danger!
Yep,
16.
that was just Gunther.
Oh, sorry.
I mean, Xavix is disturbed by his back.
And he looks at you and is like, well, someone knows how to shield his thoughts. And he turns to Xavix and does the same. So Xavix,
You
now
could
you
have.
can roll.
You could just ask.
No, that's my wisdom save.
Okay, he will then try with Elliot.
I'm wearing a helmet.
It doesn't save you from that.
Apparently it does.
But apparently, you all are very good at shielding your thoughts.
It's just a helmet.
Do you mean
Can't see-
the
you
big
can't see
guy?
my eyes, so-
Do you mean the big guy that showed us some visions?
Cryos.
That's
I
the
think
one.
you would remember the name. Yes, he is one of the last ones. You Imperials did a fine job by exterminating all of them. But here, they built a temple.
Okay.
Not this one, and it gestures to the temple around you. This is just a feeble, magical place compared to what is down below. So somewhere here, there's a way to access to it. And now you will assist me.
Interesting.
And we're gonna not destroy this temple to get down there.
We won't need to.
Good.
Oh, okay.
We just need to find a way. And he
Guys,
starts looking around.
just to mention, he said we don't need to, which means they can carry out their plan nonetheless. Which is not good news.
So roll me investigation for people who want to help.
To help with what?
Can help, I guess.
Finding the way down.
I flip the table. I find a table and flip it.
You discover a barrel of beer under it for some reason.
Yay. Hi, Brian. I found Brian under the table, guys.
Oh, hi.
Hey,
Brian.
there's someone who should have been evacuated from the city. Brian, what are you doing here?
Kill them.
Ben and Jeff and Carboon.
Who's Jeff?
Who's Ben?
Very well, Vern, Xavix, and I'm Vernie.
Ah, yes.
Hello, yes.
So, you all spot very, 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 very secretively placed in the altar. There was a number of words that are written in High Siberian or Codex. So if you can read those words, you can read what it says.
Queen Creeps would like to yell, I leave for half an hour.
Hang on, I can do Codex.
Oh, you did for half an hour. It's gonna get interesting now. Okay.
I think she's back from the half an hour she left for.
Oh.
I think she was summoned by impending doom.
So,
Ooh.
Anthony, you can read Codex.
Yes, I can.
And I think I can read Codex as well. Let me just check.
So I will let you.
I can read High Solarian.
Yep.
So
I can read
all
that.
of you three can read it. So I will consider.
I didn't
that
actually
you
see
trans-
it, but
Yeah. I
if
will
they
consider
pointed
that
out
you-
to me.
I will consider that you guys can translate to the others.
Okay, I think we do. Well, let's put it this way. I will. Whether they believe me or not is a different matter, but I'll tell them.
Temple of
Pray to me,
Stelos.
and I will open the way. I wasn't the first and won't be the last of all of them. I was never the strongest or the bravest. I never wore a crown, but I am their equal.
Was there an imperial prince called Telos?
Thelos is the name of the city that you.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. So, we need to pray to the right statue, I'm believing.
I'm assuming so. Yes.
So which one of these statues is Telos?
Well,
Stelos is the town, actually. So let me check.
who are these statues?
Well, people who are Imperials can roll me a history check. People with magical knowledge can roll me either religion or arcana.
Can I try a religion check? It won't go
Yeah.
well, because I'm proficient in it.
You can try a religion check if you want.
I have no
I've
idea.
fallen to
Ooh.
none of those camps. Oh,
Celebration! Religion!
Suddenly
so
you
let's-
hear God's voice.
It's
I know what you said, Teliot.
Sorry.
do I roll? I don't know.
You can roll
What can I roll?
Up to you.
history or religion for you.
They're both equally as bad.
Then it doesn't
I'm
matter.
not Imperial, am I?
You're not Imperial, you're Helvation.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
That's cool. I didn't even want to be Imperial in the first place.
Why do I want to be? Yeah, why do I want to be Imperial?
I'm not
Um,
Imperial, which probably
so-
reasons why I don't know anything.
Those informations are going to be very useful. So listen up. This one here represents Alar.
Oh, okay.
Dela.
Which one was that one? The top
Uh,
left?
I will tell you.
Upright.
Top right.
I will tell you which one of who they are after we finish listing them.
The one on the top left is Malar.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One bottom right is Lothar,
I've heard that name before somewhere.
and the one on the bottom left is Myra.
Okay.
I've heard that name before
so-
somewhere.
To those the Imperials who would know that, Malar, I will start with him because Malar was actually the first emperor who
Maddie shouts, "Hell yeah, my favorite emperor, lads!"
So Malar is actually the first emperor who ruled over Suliri, who actually rebelled against the Helvetians and the pirates, and unified the empire under one ruler.
So it's not
Dylar-
him.
No, he's the first emperor. Dylar is nicknamed Dylar the Strong because at the time there were twin brothers who had to inherit the crown, and they started waging war at each other. Dylar was the uncle, I think, of the twins,
Yeah, he was an uncle.
and actually joined one of the twins who actually was murdered, crushed the other one, and actually took the crown for himself afterwards, becoming emperor on his own.
He was
My-
the third emperor.
So not him.
No,
And Myra was never an empress. She was actually a princess for her life. She was well versed in the art and music and stuff like that. And as such, has always been well-loved princess with was always associated with arts, music, and stuff
She
like that.
basically devoted her life helping poor people and people from other factions, who, like refugees or people who emigrated into the empire.
So
Lorta.
Lota is actually the son of Dailar, and is actually the god of nature, hunting, and is actually one who was started waging war at the Illusion Confederation. And up until this point, before Lota, the Empire had been mostly self-centered, trying to unify itself, prevent rebellion and stuff. Lota ruled over a well-unified empire and went to wage war on the Helvetian Confederation, which they kind of crushed.
And he was the fourth emperor.
Yep.
So 3 of them wore the crown of the emperor,
Yes.
and one of them was a princess for her life.
And one was a princess.
And it said on the thing that they didn't wear a crown.
I never wore a crown, but I am their equal.
Yes. I pray to Myra.
All right. As you kneel down to Myra, you feel first a soothing and warm sensation in your body.
Holy
He
He
fire.
just wet himself, didn't he?
It looks like to you, you would feel happier. You would feel more confident and in complete harmony with everything around you, as the blessing of Mara comes down on you. And while you pray, on the other side of the altar, behind the altar, there is a small opening that appears. It was not there before. It seems to have magically appeared here.
Thank you, Myra, for showing us the way.
Good, good. Now we can keep forward. I knew I needed people of your intelligence to do that sort of thing. It's not like Vegrals can do that.
What, you mean think?
Exactly. And
Also, Maddie's yelling in the chat how much she loves that girl.
Technically, I can. I am a bigger one, technically. So I just proved you wrong.
I love how everyone's getting underneath the underneath them now.
I mean, you're going downstairs, basically.
Yeah.
And it also
Marden would
helps-
take offence to that if Marden was here or
but I
knew that
don't-
that had been said.
I don't think he cares much about what Martin would think.
I'm sure he very deeply cares what Marden would think about the things he says.
Yeah, I think really he would be shocked about what he said.
He's devastated, clearly, that he upset Marden. I assume we all head downstairs.
You all head downstairs. I'm just moving your characters in the right positions. So please be patient. So you head downstairs, and there is a long stairway that leads way down. You think, considering that you take like sort of like a few like almost 10 minutes to go down, you might have gone 100 feet deep into the earth.
Jeez.
Oh, 100 feet isn't super far down.
Are we sure this is a temple and not a tomb?
Can't it be
It's
both?
not our tomb, we'll be fine. Yeah, as long as it's
And
not-
you arrive here.
as long as it's not our tomb.
I mean, it very well could be.
Speak for yourself.
I can't see.
Yeah, it's all black.
During the
That is because your site has not been updated on this one.
Open your eyes.
I'll be right I'll be back in a few.
Okay. So Vern should be able to see, and you should be able to see.
Take your helmet off, you might see better.
No, never.
And you would be able to see.
I have not taken my helmet off in 84 years.
How old are you?
Smells like
You don't know. I wear a helmet.
Is that good for everyone now?
Maddie just noticed the new Zavix token.
Yes, it's lovely.
Ben and Rusty, can you all see?
Yes, I can see.
Good.
I can see clearly now.
Your eyesight has been ticked.
You enter what seems to be like a very old temple, probably thousands of years old. From what it looks like, it's very dusty. The air is difficult to breathe in, as there hasn't been a lot of air in this place. And in front of you, there is a gigantic altar made of black stone, and on it there is inscriptions. Just in front of the altar, there is a number of objects as well.
What do the inscriptions say?
I will let you have the vision of it now.
Again, I can't read this, can I?
Well, even if you can't, someone can translate it to you.
Yes.
Balance is everything in the world.
God damn
Where
it.
there is life, there must be death. Where there is light, there must be darkness. Where there is fire, there must be water.
That's what we're missing. We need the water guy.
Yes.
To proceed in a temple below, bring balance to the braziers.
Don't look at me for the water, I'm also a worshipper of the goddess of fire.
God
What are the
damn it.
objects in front of us?
So this listed: a stone sword, painted mask of a man screaming, a lantern, a scroll, a wooden shield with a dove symbol painted on it, a dark gemstone that seems to dissolve the light around it, a blank mask with horns, a vicious, twisted, rusty trident, and a large, round skipping stone.
Interesting.
So if we're looking to bring balance where there is war, points at sword, there must be peace, shield with dove symbol.
Can I take a look at these braziers?
These braziers are empty, and they seem to be a bit weird. So then you can roll an investigation check on them.
For all of us?
Oh yeah.
Elliot?
I'm just looking around.
I wouldn't advise you to, because right now I need you to roll a dexterity save.
Oh, me?
What?
Ooh.
What
Yeah.
is it?
Elliot.
Yeah, cool.
Oh yes, okay. Investigation.
um, darts come out of this part of the wall here, exactly
No.
where your head was, and you dart out of the way just before they hit you.
Why are there always traps? Fucking hell.
Also, it was instant death if you missed. No, just kidding. I go.
Okay, Elliot's gonna sort of sort of duck down and go back to where he was. Does it fire again?
You see that it fires again, yeah. So I assume that you go back.
Yeah, like I'm ducking so it won't hit me, but I'm seeing if it basically keeps it going.
It keeps going.
Okay, that's fun. All right.
Don't wander off.
I'm not
can we go to
wondering.
these-
Where am I meant to go? We're underground.
Back to these braziers. Do they look like they require two objects or one?
So those braziers requires one object, and they also are on a sort of pedestal that can be weighted down.
Okay. In which case, I believe that we need to place light on one side, and that dark gemstone that seems to take the light from it on the other. Then,
All right.
like
So
you were
that's-
saying before, Gunter, we should take The sword for war, and the dove for peace.
So the lantern and the gemstone for light and dark.
Yes. Because we have no water. Otherwise, I would provide the fire.
Yes, let's stick with the provided items.
You put the swords and the shields on two separate braziers, and you hear a cling, but nothing happens. You put the gemstone and the lantern, and you hear another cling, a bit louder this time. Still nothing happens.
Are there any other braziers around?
Wandered down, yeah.
Is there
There are the two available near you.
There are. Indeed. Wonderful, then. I thought there were only the 4 there. I thought that, as you were saying, that there was only one on each. In
So
which case...
we've got a fork and a stone.
Can I ask, while this is going on, what's our friend here doing? Or looking, or...
He is looking at the brazier and is the rest of the items, and he's thinking, and it takes the...
Can I get some sort of idea of what his body language is? Is he expectant? Is he eager? Is he...
Maddie is praying Ilrikian.
He is cautious, and he takes the painting mask and puts it in the brazier where Anverni is, and takes the blank mask with the horns and it puts it in the other, and you hear another clink.
The last one.
What was that pairing?
That
I
was
ask
a
him.
Those are not pairings you need to do. You need to deal with opposites.
So what was those? What was that pairing? What was that opposite?
One was blank, the other was painted.
The one was in motion, the other was
Emotionless.
Nothing.
So we've got a fork.
Is there anything
And a
written
skipping
on the
stone.
scroll?
You still have the scroll, you still have the trident, and you still have the skipping stone. Yeah.
Is there anything written on that scroll?
Scroll
For instance,
is blank.
aspires. Damn.
But maybe if you roll an Arcana check.
I was just about to do that.
I don't know anything.
The scroll is blank.
Let me check that. Oh, I rolled shit.
The scroll... There's something in the scroll that you notice, but it is blank. But it seems to you that it has something more to it.
Can I try applying magic to the scroll, like just gently touching it with magic?
For what purpose?
To try to see if something is revealed by the magic.
Okay, I will ask your wisdom then.
Wisdom, normal?
Normal wisdom.
To say charge wisdom. Okay,
That's
that's
your
consistent.
13s today. You touch the scroll, and when you touch it, you feel that your hand is a bit wet.
So is it water when I touch it, or I can't make it out?
Basically, when you touch it, you feel the hand to be wet, but as soon as you take your hand off it, your hand goes back normal.
Does someone would have some water, right? Maybe I...
If that is meant for water, then perhaps one of these other ones are meant to symbolize the fire.
What do we have left?
A skipping stone.
And a rusty trident.
A vicious, twisted, rusty trident.
Can we do an arcana on those?
I mean, a trident sounds water-based.
Sounds very water-based.
No.
Woo!
Jesus,
Right.
right.
Holy fire.
So
I
Vern,
have power. Yes.
you look at the skipping stone with Iron Bernie, and it is just a normal, completely random skipping stone. You look at the trident, and it feels like the feeling that you have, Ben, of this trident is that it's a very evil and dark artifact that has caused a lot of pain. Vern, you realize that this trident is nothing more than a normal trident, but it has been used for a magic ritual once. And finally, when you go back to the scroll, you once again touch it and apply more magic to it, and writings appear on the scroll.
Yes.
It's a scroll of water.
Oh, Ivory will love that.
So it means that if you read what is on the scroll will dissolve into water.
Okay. Can I how to say that? Can I figure out roughly the amount of water that it will dissolve to?
A few drops.
Okay, so it's to be used very specifically.
Interesting then. Well, for the sake that the scroll itself is of magical property, and trident was used to do a magical thing it holds no magic itself. Perhaps that.
Could
Because I
work.
see no fire with either of these.
Maybe you could use a fire spell, says Abraham.
Would we need to provide things outside of the offerings? That seems a little.
That seems like asking you to bring something in from home.
Yeah, I mean,
Does the skipping stone seem flammable?
No, it's rock.
It's a stone.
Abraham.
There is coal. Coal is a rock.
Abraham,
You don't skip coal.
Abraham continues by saying that those traps are designed to prevent anyone from getting further into the temple. So I wouldn't be surprised if you actually needed to bring something with you to continue.
Iverni at this point grabs the scroll, puts it down, and then throws a fireball at the same brazier.
And the same brazier?
Well, I'm presuming, is that how we've been doing this?
No,
far?
they go to opposites.
No, they're in the
Well, this is the only thing.
opposites.
Sorry, I only see 4 braziers on
There's
the screen.
2 brazier here.
Oh, there's 2 on each. Okay, in which case I'd give it its opposing.
Yes.
So one onto that, and I'd throw a fireball at its opposing.
As you throw the fireball, the brazier catch fire, and the other fills with water, and the items completely dissolve, burn and dissolve, and you hear a last click, and in the entirety of the next room that Elliot was already running into, you hear 25 clicks.
Huh?
Ooh, I condemn.
In which case, I'm going to pick up the trident and the stone, unless anyone else wishes to grab one.
No, I'm fine. You can have them.
In which case, I grab them because we don't know if we might.
Fair enough. That was
So-
an awful lot of clicks, though.
I told you that this place would be trapped.
There? We're gonna walk into there.
So you walk into the next room, and the next room is kind of built like a cathedral, basically.
I
In front of
avoid
you-
where the trap went off.
In front of you, there is a gigantic statue of a man with a long beard, holding a vase, and there is a book in front of it.
What's the book written in?
The book is written in a scribbling that none of you understands. It's Elenian.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know that language.
That's not great.
Do you recognize this one? Turn to man who came with us.
Yeah, you can roll an Arcana.
Oh, I got that one. I forgot.
Roll Arcana. At advantage.
At advantage.
That's the point of using magic.
Sorry, I was just looking through. I was trying to read it and accidentally hit the button.
No, I do not have magic understanding.
Magical knowledge, not magical understanding.
I don't have that one either. I just got magic hearing.
Yeah, you must have chosen the other rather than magical knowledge.
Oh.
Yeah, I was meant to be a bit more nice.
This artifact, and Benny, seems to you like more like a book of prayers than anything related to spells. And Abraham would read that in his mind and confirm that it is more a book of prayers than anything else.
For the sake of it, any of these prayers attribute to this person in front of us?
They're more
Are we to
general.
pray to him.
They're more general about nature, fire, water, elements.
Holy fire, I can attribute. I understand.
The Elenians didn't believe in humanoid or any kind of physical gods, but elements they did.
What are these?
Those are small altars of blood.
Cool.
Are they filled?
Dried blood is in it.
Oh, fun.
Interesting.
Whoa. Okay.
What is this over this way?
You are arriving in the middle of the temple, and those are just pillars with fountains next to them.
Be careful, guys. There might be more traps.
Yes, let's send someone ahead who we don't care about.
I'll go.
I'll keep going.
You, as you continue walking, you feel like you're stepping on a lot of actual weighted tiles, but none of them actually trigger any trap.
I think these are what will disable.
Oh, that's all the 25 billion clicks we
Yeah.
got.
No, just
Maddie-
25, not 25 billion.
Maddie is so concerned.
You know, that's fair.
Don't worry,
and-
holy fire is protecting me.
As soon as you arrive here,
Yes.
that statue you recognize.
Which
Yes,
statue? Which
Myra.
one? Ah, yes.
It's the statue Iron Bernie prayed to.
Statue of Myra.
So you arrive here, and as you arrive in this corridor, you hear in front of you a swoosh, swoosh, swoosh.
That doesn't
Oh,
sound...
okay.
Oh, that's a sight.
Can
Also.
I
sound
take a
good.
look inside perception?
Yeah.
Perception, please, if you want to take a look inside.
I would
Oh,
really like to
sorry.
take a look at this.
Let me take that off of advantage.
Yeah, I'll just take the 19. 19, 22, 8.
Yep, I got people in
Natural
front of me.
20.
Zavix.
Zavix got no one in front of him.
Damn it.
Are you proficient with that?
Yep.
So Zavix,
Hello.
and actually everyone who did more than a 15.
Tell me
Hey.
everything. I see everything.
So in front of you, you have a large room that is very, very small of roof. Like the roof is very close to the ground. It would be like about 6 feet above ground. And you see two gigantic square tile, and on them a mechanism in a circle where a giant blade follows the circle, basically. Both here and here.
Dare we
And
ask how long is this blade?
They go way to here.
So they don't go over the square.
They don't
Oh,
go
yes.
over the square. They are perfectly on the square. This one goes that way, like that way, and this one goes the other way.
So essentially, we have to walk through at the precise right moment.
Yes.
But if they don't go this far,
No,
Yes. If they don't come in the middle, we're safe here, aren't we?
In the middle, you're safe.
but you have to get in. Well, I mean, yeah, I guess we just have to walk carefully.
yeah.
Right.
But there doesn't seem to be anything as I come down here.
As you come down here, no, but you see that there's a glimmer here.
Is this guy gonna get attacked for you?
Also, and then you're starting to walk into the wall.
I know. I just thought that maybe I could try and shimmy around the edge. Okay. Is there anything else which we can see? Is there like a mechanism of any kind for us to try and attempt to shut this off?
You don't see any of the sort. You're still
Okay.
walking into the wall, by the way, Elliot.
Elliot,
Yeah, Elliot, you.
I'm
walking.
here though.
You're walking in the wall.
Is that a wall?
That's the
Black
wall.
thing's the wall.
Oh, I thought this was just like a pathway.
The other is a pathway. That's the wall.
Wait, what?
Here, that where you're standing here, you're in the wall.
Oh,
Okay.
right. Sorry, that wasn't super clear.
Okay.
So here is not the wall,
Yeah.
but here is the wall.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Sorry, I
That's
thought
what I
this
was
was
saying.
where we had to go.
Ah. Same here.
Tanny says, "Rip Rusty."
Yeah, I'm dead. It's just how it works sometimes.
Okay. How fast are they spinning?
They're spinning relatively fast. This one is spinning faster than this.
There's no way we can jam them or stop them, is there?
You think that you could try maybe, but you don't know how exactly how to jam them.
Maddie says, "Back, wait, what?"
And
Yeah, I'm dead, Maddie.
if you were to try, you would need to actually access to the center of it without being cut, and then work.
I have an idea.
Yeah. Can I go and
I
change
run
it
over
to my other character and then try it?
I run back to the statue and pray to Myra again. We are in need of your guidance.
"Don't play mind games with me, Russell,"
No, I'm dead.
screams Maddie.
So, first of all, the people that are still in this room. Here, you find a. You see that there is a box in the middle of this table here. There's a table here.
Oh,
that
is
you
there a
can't see.
room around there?
Yeah, there's still room here. I will take you right here. You can see it. There you go. And yeah, I moved. And there is a box in it on this table, and in it, this box is made of glass. In it, there's a key.
Key.
A key. Gunther kneels down before the statue of Myra, and so does Iron Verney, I guess.
Yes.
And you notice that this statue, in her hands, there is a keyhole.
Okay.
There's a
In which
lock.
case if
Yeah,
there's a lock,
it
there
could
must
be
be a key.
Get on the comms. We think we found a key down here.
We think we found a lock up here.
Maybe
Oh,
we should introduce these two, shouldn't we? Really?
They seem a perfect combination.
Alright.
Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
how
someone fast to get through here.
Oh, I'm fast. I'm
What's your
fast.
dex? I have
Plus
6. I have
Plus 6.
athletics 6 and acrobatics 6.
Me, I have athletics 6, acrobatics 9.
Okay, that.
I can do animal handling.
So yes,
I can use holy fire.
I also have 35 feet speed, so I think I am actually faster.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so what are we doing with this?
I have 35 feet as well.
He points to the table at this side of
Here?
the room. Yeah, and says to you,
Mm-hmm.
"Run and collect the box and come back."
Okay, I'm gonna try and wait for the best moment to go.
So the thing is going like.
Okay, so which way do I need to go? Like
Well,
down.
that's up to you.
But
I would go.
If it's going clockwise,
like
I would
this
go at the
way?
bottom.
Yeah, this way.
Is there a
Run
pathway
with the
this way?
blade.
There's a shimmy. Basically, you can walk on the tile. It's just that you have to walk before the sword gets to your butt, basically.
So as soon as the blade gets to about here, you start running.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yep.
That's what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna move on the map because I sure have to roll for this.
Yep. So, dexterity saving throw.
Yay!
Oh, that's a bit low.
So you start up and you engage yourself badly, and the blade caught you. So roll me an acrobatics or an acrobatics.
Acrobatics. Bit better.
You jump just above the sword. Barely, the sword basically passes under you and almost cuts you in half.
All right, land and keep running.
All right, another dexterity save.
Yep. No, that's not a fun number.
All right, so actually,
Hey, that was a funny joke we made earlier about Elliot dying, right? Wasn't that a funny joke?
Oh no. Yes,
you had jumped over the sword and you come down, except that you don't come down real right, and you hurt yourself a bit on coming down, like you hurt your foot.
Ow,
And you stay a bit too long on the same spot, and the sword comes back. So roll me a acrobatics with disadvantage.
Oh.
Okay.
This time you don't jump. You basically lie down, completely still, and let the sword go just above you, like you can feel it.
All right, you know what? I'm just gonna shimmy. I'm just gonna shimmy.
Wait,
Maybe it's time to ask how high off the ground is it?
that's the thing.
Yes.
If it can go over the top of you, just crawl across the ground,
that's
and
what
when
I'm
it
gonna
comes,
do.
just
I'm
lie
gonna keep
flat.
shimmying the ground. Yeah.
Maddie is freaking out in the chat.
It's 4 feet above the ground.
Yeah, just crawl it.
Shimmy.
I'll just keep crawling.
Just army crawl it.
All right, roll me a dexterity save with advantage.
Hey.
And you get on the other side.
Cool. Now just need to get back. All right.
Or throw
The
it.
box.
Ivany,
Move like into this corner so I'm not gonna get.
Ivany, show him your support by sending him a fireball.
You can put yourself here, and you won't.
Would you like some inspiration? I can send you holy fire.
Guys, you can put yourself here. You won't get hit by the sword.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna slowly shimmy around, and like this is the way out.
This would work as much as the other.
Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I need to run through this. Can you please not be standing there?
All right, roll me a dexterity save.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Come on, Rusty.
Fucking hell.
So this time, once again, the sword catches you mid run.
Why aren't you shimmying?
So acrobatics.
I forgot to say it, honestly.
You didn't say it, so.
Yes. Oh my
Yelling
god!
at you. Get on the ground!
I'm getting on the ground!
But you
So
really
you-
have.
Once again, you jump, but this time you jump a bit too late,
Yes.
and the sword slashes at your foot.
Alright.
Don't
taking
worry, we can
damage?
get you a peg leg.
So roll me a Constitution save.
Okay. All right.
But you really do have a
Why?
Oh,
creativity.
Why?
Ah,
You are now
It's-
bleeding.
it's only a foot.
Why?
only bleeding or
He will lose some HP, but he also.
How
And
much
so,
HP do
He
you have?
lost his foot.
How much HP do I lose?
actually, I should say normally you should lose your foot, but I'm being nice.
Oh, good.
Because on the number of HP you will lose will be actually a bit high.
Maddie says only a foot.
Well, I think it's a bit more emphatic than that.
Yeah, it
So you
might
lose
be.
7 HP because you got lucky.
7. Okay.
7 on 25. Could have been way worse.
Yeah, I expected it to be way worse. You know what? I'm just gonna get on the floor and shimmy.
No, right? Roll me a
Gonna
dexterity save with advantage.
This time you just slide straight under.
Whoosh!
So this time, Elliot, you basically fall on the ground and yells in pain because of slashed foot, which is now almost open in two.
Ow!
And you decide to go full Ranger Army, basically, and you are now as good at shimmying as a slug. You take a long time, but you get there without any harm done to you.
Cool.
Queen
Can I have
Creeps
some help with
yells,
this?
"Ow!"
Can
I will
have some
help
with
Elliot up.
this?
Yes. Absolutely.
Abraham doesn't care about that, takes the box,
No.
takes the key.
No, I'm holding it.
He will then try to take forcefully out
I
of
am
you.
gonna hold it.
Hold fast as I heal you.
Yes, I will
Give you
hold
a
the
healing
box
spell.
until I am healed. Fucking hell.
Okay, so roll me a strength.
Strength save or like
No strength,
athletics?
no.
Can I use athletics?
Can I
no.
assist?
Nope. You should be able to beat a 5, though.
I mean, come on. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, my rolls
Wait.
haven't been great, but
Your roll wasn't great, but you still beat a 5.
foot first, box after.
We have priorities, man.
We don't have time for this.
Yeah,
Also you
anyway,
got-
so I did
also
the
you got
healing
10
spell
back.
thing for you.
I got 10, so that puts me back up to 4, but I assume that doesn't instantly heal my foot.
It won't heal your foot instantly, and it won't heal the bleeding yet.
How do I do that?
Fire.
Bandage.
Bandage would be cool.
I don't have a bandage.
Well, then you're gonna bleed.
Well, that guy's got robes. I've got a medic pack.
Does the medic pack have bandages?
I'd hope
Medipack
so.
I have a
Maybe I
healing
have
pouch
bandages
I could
in it.
use.
What do I have? Not a lot.
I give up a medic pack for that.
You don't need to. You can. Medipack
Okay.
has bandages in it. You don't need the full medipack for it.
I just
As you're
empty it on his foot.
applying- As you do that, I just put the box down and then start applying bandages.
As you do that, he takes the box.
Yeah, that's fine.
Hold on,
Look,
can I try and grab the box off him before he does?
Yeah, you can try it. Dexterity save.
The
Oh,
dexterity save, was it?
Yep. You grab it just before he does.
You wait. We
I'm
do
getting
this together.
annoyed of this.
Then help us, and you'll do things quicker.
You're meant to help me, not the other way around.
And
We
how can we
cannot
help
help
you if we
you.
cannot help ourselves? If we are not capable, how are we supposed to help you?
And he starts walking to the statue. Come on, you want to do this quickly.
In which case, I'm looking. How are you doing? How's that bandage coming? Speak.
how is the bandage coming?
I don't know. How is it?
Am I doing it?
You're doing it, yeah, and you.
What do
you're
I
not bleed-
roll?
No, you can just. It's a
Oh.
bandage. I assume you
Oh.
can put a bandage on yourself.
I assume nothing.
You,
I
you
like to
are
put
not
control.
bleeding anymore.
Hey, I'm not bleeding anymore. Great.
In that case, I now go straight over.
Am I slower to walk?
You would get disadvantage on dexterity saving throws for a while.
I will
For a
help
day.
Elliot stand up and walk over there.
Thank you.
I go straight over to the statue, take the key out, and put it in and turn it.
You hear a huge clang sound, and there is a sound here.
Here.
Just past the upper blades, eh?
Well, I guess it's back to that room then.
All right.
Would you like to go first?
Are the blades still spinning?
The blade have stopped spinning.
Of course.
Why can it never be simple?
Why couldn't you just throw the box back?
Whoa! All right.
In front of you, there is a statue that takes the whole height of the room. And the statue, you remember seeing something like this in the Citadel of Despair on Atric 3. It looks more like a Vegarel god than an Imperial or an Iranian.
Interesting. Can I do a religion check?
You can do a religion check if you want. You have no idea who this is.
In my case, can I roll a history check to see if I heard about it when I was in the Vega system?
If you stand in front of the statue, you can.
Yes, is it this way?
No, here. Bottom left.
It's
Right.
in the room with the blades.
Bottom right. Okay. Go.
This way.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
From this place, it looks a bit like far, but maybe another one because they got a lot of gods with blood.
Okay, Vern.
Yep.
Question: Can you read Vegarel?
I got Vigorel in my language, but I don't know.
Okay, so you can read Vegarel.
Okay.
So you read that.
Oh, great. Oh, that's not good. So this is one of the iterations of the demon Far, which is one of the worst demon in the Vigorel pantheon. So, not good news. This basically called Caleb, the Destroyer of Worlds.
That's not good.
Yeah, one of the most nasty ones of in the Vigorel legends. But they say that at the end of the world, the gods from the Vega system will wage war against against themselves and also against the gods from the Empire. And Caleb, if I recall, takes out one or two gods before going down himself.
He is the one that will be the end of everything, Abraham adds. And
You seem
A true
remarkably okay
bringer
with
of
that.
peace.
you think the end of the world appeared just once. It's a constant cycle. It will appear again one day.
It seems in my mind that this one is close to my goddess. A bringer of both love and war.
Far? No. No.
No, he's talking of Caleb, not Far.
Fire.
And he walks along the corridor that's just revealed itself.
I'm not seeing
Ow.
love.
Ow. Ow. Ow.
That corridor itself, I'm trying to bring the others, that's why I'm being a bit slow on the other one. That corridor itself is a very, very narrow, slimy corridor.
Slimy is not a great description for a corridor.
And
Slimy
it
is not a
goes,
great description for anything, honestly.
and it goes
really, no.
Could
downwards.
use some holy fire down here.
it also goes downwards, and the more you go downwards, the colder it is.
Definitely could use some holy fire down here.
We were on an ice planet.
Yeah, you're already way below 0.
For once, I'm starting to agree with him. I'm starting to agree with him.
See, I told you it was a blessing.
You arrive in front of a sliding that goes down.
The sliding that goes down.
Yep. You would need to actually fall down.
Oh well.
I step straight forward onto it. Let's go down.
I'm right behind him.
Abraham follows you.
Well, leap of faith time.
Do the pose. Do the pose.
So you guys slide and slide and slide, and you feel again like you go another 100 feet below when you arrive here.
Sure.
The room is gigantic, and there is an utter silence here.
Echo.
Echo.
Oh yeah, quick correction. I made a mistake. Caleb and Far are two distinct creatures, entities in the video,
Yes.
where Far is the demon actually who brings the army with him, and Caleb is the god of chaos who is recruited by Far. So not the same.
And so as you go into this place, you realize that you're in a crypt. There's tombs all around you, and the sense of cold and dread is very strong here. Iron, Vernie, and Vern roll me a Arcana check. And everyone else roll me, including Iron, Vernie, and Vern, everyone roll me a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay, Iverny, did you roll at advantage?
I didn't roll at advantage, should I?
Only if you use your magical knowledge.
That and Wisdom saving throw.
Yes.
Well, to be honest with the 18, I think I'm happy with that anyway, so...
Sammy, this is at a +3. So 19.
Okay.
Why +3?
Because I'm awesome.
And mine's meant to be +9.
Because I have a soul of steel.
So, okay. So first of all, Vern and Iron Vernie, I'm going to take you real quick to secret place.
There you go.
Okay.
Maddie says, either way, both Caleb and Far are scary baddies not to be messed with. And Queen Creeps says, ever since meeting the Gifter, wisdom saves strike fear into her heart.
I'm sure it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Is it fine?
No.
It is for us.
Nothing's fine.
Everything is holy fire.
I mean, if we had to, we could take them down.
Could we?
Take who down?
Those two.
I
became necessary.
Maybe.
Brian also says slimy corridors are where the Grimers and Mucks live.
True.
So, how's everybody doing?
You know, existential dread, like always, but you know.
The usual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also notice I've kind of wandered off alone over here. You guys all have gone a different way.
Maybe don't do that.
I mean-
notice a nice pile of skulls over here.
No, I've just seen coffins.
Oh, there's a nice pile of skulls here.
There's just a nice line of coffins.
Where are they? Oh.
I mean, I don't know if I want to come and look.
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's some bones right there. Mhm.
Maddie, you said we'd be fine. I'm getting real mixed signals, Maddie.
Yeah, I mean,
Spectres!
Hello? Oh. Hello?
Everyone, watch out, there's spectres everywhere.
What's a spectre?
Undead.
A,
They're spirits.
a ghost hat for blood.
How do we
Important
deal
is
with
that
one
they-
of those?
We hit
As-
them as hard as you can with weaponry.
Oh, I have that.
I'd have that
As,
too.
as you guys suddenly are made aware of the presence of those ghosts around you, you see a number of specters appear. Anyone who rolled below a 15 in the wisdom save,
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yay!
you are filled with a sense of dread. You are now frightened.
I don't want to be frightened.
Maddie says you'll have a scar now on your foot, just casual Tuesday, and then... Oh no.
Vern here is also frightened. Who else is frightened? Ben is frightened.
Oh, some lightning, very, very frightened.
Me, Galileo.
Laser sword.
So frightened means that you guys will be at disadvantage for your first round of attack.
Mm-hmm.
But only the first round.
Okay. Switching over to disadvantage.
And you can fight your own fear. Actually, I need to make Abraham roll wisdom. He makes it. Meliodas.
With his plus 17, you know.
Meliodas really makes it.
Queen says they spooked.
And Temus. Oh fuck! Temus is more than terrified.
Oh,
actually.
Temus!
Timus has lost.
Temus!
He's now trying to scramble back up the slide.
Timus has lost faith in the light.
Temus
Temus wet
faints.
himself.
Temus just disappears from reality, like...
Temus has fainted. You,
He's just jumped into one of the tombs,
he
hoping that no
won't
one's
be
going to
with you.
notice.
He won't be with you during this battle.
Good. Do we roll initiative at disadvantage?
You roll your initiative at normal.
Okay.
It's just the attacks that you do that are
Okay.
at disadvantage.
Oh, we're doing a thing. Okay.
And also, I'm most precise, it's the attacks made on the specters that will be at disadvantage. If you want to attack your friends,
Hey,
that won't be at disadvantage.
don't
Why?
give ideas.
Ah,
Yeah, why are you saying things like that?
You know, I just,
Don't say things.
Yeah.
okay, I stopped saying things then.
That's a terrible idea. Keep saying things.
That will be a very dull session.
Yes, it will. It's just like...
Oh, it'd be absolutely terrifying, just for the sake we don't know what the spectres are going to do. They're just going to start doing
They
it.
just do it.
uh,
Oh dear.
oh dear.
Oh no.
So you two over here.
Two of the spectres rolled incredibly well at their initiatives, guys.
Yeah, most of them are rolling shit, to be honest. So
they didn't
I
roll
don't-
better than me.
I don't care about the ones that rolled shit. We get to go before them.
It's the ones who roll really well.
It's the three of them that have rolled really well. That one didn't.
I'm gonna check that I got everyone. You and you.
That's a lot of spectres, guys. How hardy are these things? I hope not very.
Depends.
How hardy do they party?
Initiative.
They partied hardy.
Okay,
Maddie.
40%.
Maddie points out that Queen makes everything better. That can be used for either Queen Creeps or the band Queen.
Scar,
Yes.
Valid. Very
whatever I
valid.
The
roll,
queen.
can you put 14 in my initiative, please?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Don't like the fact that a load of the spectres are right at the top.
Yep.
I thought that I
Where
can't
are you?
see a lot of them.
Where are you? Yeah, you're here. Okay.
I mean, I can see two from where I am, so I know my targets.
Hmm.
It's these two. I don't know where they've got on the initiative, but
I've got
Hold on a
one of
second,
them's-
this
shouldn't
guy
I
and
shouldn't
this
I have
guy.
moved a bit further than where I am at the moment, or
That's where you were. You didn't move at all.
yeah, I was just saying
things,
before that, so I didn't react.
So I moved you a bit further in, but I didn't place you anywhere.
Okay.
So place yourself where you want to be before I start the thing.
Okay.
If you put yourself on
Seamus,
another map now,
I
I'm
tell
actually
you,
back in Loeb.
Wait, I'm looking for the other guys because I should not be far from Ivory. If I
Okay, so
got him.
and Van is here.
Okay, that should be.
let's be scared together.
By the way,
Make
John,
the maze dance.
by the way, John, I will tell you for the 5th time. Loeb is the name of the planet you're on, not the name of the city.
We're still on Loeb, guys.
Okay, Elliot.
Fuck.
Technically, we're under Loeb now.
You see in the darkness, you see that there's 2 here.
Oh.
There's 2 here,
Oh.
and there's 1 here. 1
Oh.
here.
Oh.
And then the spectre goes like, rude.
You know what else is rude? Shooting it in the face.
No, that isn't. That's very polite. Do that thing.
Do it.
I'm gonna shoot this one. Well, I say I'm gonna shoot this one.
Go on. Shoot it. You hit. And you do damage.
We don't get to attack shit, do we?
Hmm?
We don't have to attack shit, do we?
If you have a feature and trait that says you can,
No, not
well,
yet.
then you can't.
Not yet.
This spirit is gonna move to Elliot
Hey, how we
and
doing?
puts his hand out
No.
on you.
No, no.
Ooh,
20
yes.
hit you.
Can I evade this?
Do you have anything to evade the curve?
Well, I've got combat capacities. I don't know if I could use any of them.
You what combat capacities do you have?
I've got incredible evade,
Won't work.
incredible parry.
Won't work.
The
The only one that could help you right now would be Barrow.
No, I don't have that one.
Tanny
So you
says
take it.
meep.
So I make a dexterity save.
Mhm.
14. That's.
Yes.
Is this a disadvantage or regular?
That would be still a disadvantage because it's still the first.
Well, you said attacks were a disadvantage.
Yes.
This...
And saves now.
Okay. All right, I guess.
Don't make it worse for us.
Oh no.
You take the 3.
Oh no.
It's not the massive damage either.
No, but it's the word curse.
This one is going to come down towards Iron Venny and Vernbon can't attack because he needs to dash. So you just see a spectre appearing in front of you.
Gentlemen.
This spectre, however, has
Hello.
managed to go and see Gunther
You were my target, but now I'm yours.
and use a ghost sword. Does a 10 hit you?
It doesn't.
So you just back away as a pale sword goes in front of you. You feel like a wind going in front of you, basically. Gunther.
I believe the phrase I wish to use at this point is, I would like to rage.
You can rage. Actually.
I mean, that's stolen, but okay.
So that's 13 turns.
Yes.
I will then attack the guy in front of me with a laser sword, please.
Sure.
Does a 20 hit?
You hit.
Then he takes 13 slashing damage.
That's a lot of damage. He's not going to be happy about it. Do you have anything that can make you attack twice?
I can't see anything on my sheet that allows me to do that. Please tell me if I'm missing one, but I don't think I do.
Let me check. And if you're wondering why I rolled 3 initiatives, I just realized I didn't roll for
Abraham, Meliades, and
and Themis. Although Themis
Themis is
still,
unconscious.
still out, so you know.
On his turn, he's unconscious at them.
Yes.
Exactly. Nope, indeed, you have nothing that can make you. Let's go.
Oh no, wait. Use the Legionnaire Rage to deal a second attack every turn as a bonus round.
You are raging, so you're good.
The attack deals double damage if it hits, but can never be at advantage or disadvantage.
That is true.
Yay! I will attempt to hit him again. It is a 16.
It still hits.
That is 13 more slashing damage, except it's
No,
doubled.
It's doubled.
So
26.
26 slashing damages.
That is quite a bit of damage.
You hit with all your strength into the spirit. But the spirit is still there.
Oh, just piss off already!
Piss off, Ghost.
Vern.
Hang on a second. I thought I got 15.
Let me check what you can do. So first we...
Didn't 15?
Yes.
The turn order
The
changed the thing.
turn order rearranged when you rewrote the initiatives.
Okay, I'm gonna make Iron Verni's turn right now. Then Meliodas. Then you.
Okay.
So let's go with Iron Verni.
Okay. Am I close enough to stab this guy?
Yeah, he's in your face.
Good. I'm going to stab this guy. And I will also use the combat capacity because I have double damage on there.
Okay.
Yeah, double hit. So do I hit the little speech bubble for that one?
Only if you hit, basically.
Oh, only if I hit. Okay. Well, let's go for a stabby then.
You hit.
Okay.
Click the proficiency. So that will be 16 times 2. I'm too lazy to calculate this. It's 32. Yes, creaky door.
It's alright. The wind blew it open back a second.
And wisdom save.
I mean, we're in a crypt. It's
Oh, wow.
thematic.
Yeah, I think it flips off your curse damage here. Okay, can you attack a second time?
Only
I don't think you can.
if it was magic, but it
Nope,
wasn't.
it's okay.
So, no.
So Meliodas is gonna move here. And do the same thing by raging. Then laser broadsword seems a good bet. Let's go with the laser broadsword.
Ooh.
So that's 14 slashing. And he's gonna use that ability that he has as well to attack a second time. Hit. And that's 24. And once again, he slashes with all his might, and it's still there. So back to them.
Yep. So I think I'm going to cast Drain Wine. This.
On who?
And the one right here in front of me. This one.
Okay. So he will need a strength save, not very strong. So let's see if he makes it. He doesn't make it. So vines appear under him, grab him, and you have 4 more HP, but you are already at full health. So
yeah, and I will use my ability of double spell to cast also cloning illusion.
all right, where do you clone yourself?
Where do I clone myself?
Yep.
Right there next to the one so that you can attack the spectre without being hindered.
Suddenly another Vern appears behind this. Which
He
also
invokes
would give
duplicity.
advantage to Iron Verni on his turn.
Yay!
Nice.
Xavix.
Okay,
There's some here, there's one attacking Elliot here, and there's one here.
okay, we have a look. Just trying to check perfect anatomy. I'm going to move over here first. Here.
Okay.
move up here. So it's just, I can't see that one anymore. Do I know that guy's still there?
Yeah, you know that guy's still there.
I'd like to shoot at this guy, please. Here.
Yes, you can shoot this guy. Alright,
90.
roll for it.
10.
So you hear a ghostly moan here. That means that you hit your target. Is that all for your turn?
I don't think there's anything else I can do on my.
Alright.
I can not do a lot. Retreat up to 40 feet away, which no point.
Yep.
No, I think that's it for me.
Okay. Elliot. Behind you, there's another spectre coming.
Oh joy.
Does an 18 hit you? Is Elliot here?
He's run away and hid.
I'm gonna check.
He
it.
did say that he was going to close the door. I don't know how long it takes.
Well, it's a big door.
It would hit him, so that's 6 points of slashing damage that he takes. This spirit is gonna move towards you guys, but can't attack because he has to dash. This spirit is gonna move towards Xavix.
Huh.
I hope you guys down there are doing okay, because I can't see you from up here.
Does a 14 hit you?
Yes, it does.
You take 5 slashing damage.
I can't use incredible parry on this, can I?
On this one, no. It's a ghost sword, so it won't work.
You attempt to parry, but the sword goes through the sword.
Abraham is gonna try and help a bit. Just a tad.
As little as he can.
So what can he do that can be interesting to do?
You can run away.
What can he be bothered to do?
He will make us all feel better.
That also. So first of all, he will use a bonus action to cast Circle of Flames. And then he will himself use a fireball. I think could be interesting. And he hits. Hey Elliot, you've been hit by a zombie.
Sorry, I did say I'll be back. What do I have to do?
You got ghost sworded.
You've been hit. Basically.
Oh, did you take the health away?
Yeah.
Okay,
You took 6 points of damage.
Yep, no problem. Okay.
So he hits this one, and the one that Megadeth was fighting gets pulverized by a fireball.
Ooh.
The Spectre is gonna move and sees that Elliot is having some troubles, so he's gonna get interested in Elliot.
Oh no.
Fun.
Actually, he's gonna stay here and cast that. That's gonna be more fun.
That's not going to be more fun. That's not going to be more fun at all.
Does it hit you?
An 11?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so you dart away from the ensnaring strike.
Cool.
This one is gonna move and gonna attack Vern's clone. Does a 15 hits you?
With Vern, let me check. I don't think I got much. No, yeah, that's it.
Okay. So he will hit your clone. And I'm gonna recheck the clone, but I think it disappears if it takes damage. If it is killed, it just disappears with no damage.
So
No, I
guess
need
it's
to
just-
actually take down your actual health for the
Okay.
clone to disappear. So on the 60, he takes 2 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. This one is going to move up here and says hello to Gunther.
Hello.
Does a 20 hit you?
No. Yes.
Roll me a dexterity save.
That would be a 20.
You feel that someone is trying to grab your back, and you just dart away from it as it was trying to curse you.
Not today, Ghosty.
Not today, Satan. Am I still frightened?
Your frightened state goes away.
Wonderful.
Shoot him in the face.
What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot him in the fucking face.
They still have faces. Shoot them in them.
They have faces.
They have feces?
Faces.
They have
And
feces.
probably feces as well. I haven't checked that information, to be honest. So you shoot it, not in the face, in the shoulder.
Of course. I guess I won't move because then I'll get attacked. So I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Temus spends his turn being not very useful.
Being aggressively unconscious towards them.
Yes. This one is going to attack you with a 9 miss. Iron Vernie.
Yes.
The one in front of you reaches out and uses... so roll me a DC 14.
We're all of one.
So,
Strength
dexterity
save.
save. Oh, strength save.
You're not frightened anymore, so so that's the reroll without
Back
the
to normal.
frightened state.
Okay. Come on. Damn
That's
it.
even worse. So you lose 1 HP that he takes from you.
Bastard.
How dare.
This one is going to do the same to you, Gunther.
Good luck.
So roll me the strength save.
That's a 15.
You break the vines before they can even touch you. And this one is very unsatisfied. Iron Vernie.
I am going to try and stab this one in front of me again.
Is there
Pretty
advantage?
much the same tactics as before.
And you're at advantage
Oh, beautiful.
due to the presence of the clone of Vernon.
Even when I'm
Okay.
not playing D&D, I give advantage to Ben.
You don't hit.
Damn it.
It just goes through him this time.
What, plus 10 in a dagger?
Yep.
Damn.
Bendudes is gonna run to here. It's just about his speed, so he can attack. So, Chook. He slashes this guy, and we'll do it again. I hit him again, but misses this time. Gunther.
I will... at what point does my intimidation aura do a thing to them?
Your intimidation aura would do a thing to them, first of all, if they were living creatures.
God damn it, we need to fight some living creatures sometime.
Those are not living creatures.
They can't be scared by me.
They are not considered as beings, they're considered as spirits.
I will attack this guy with my laser sword.
Right.
Sword.
That was a 13.
You miss.
I will attack him again. That's a 19.
You hit.
So that is 20 points of damage.
And that's way more than sufficient to destroy his 1 HP left.
And that's why I tried to hit him with the first one that wasn't double.
Yes.
It didn't like it.
So you hit once and it goes through, and the second time you slash out and cut him off, Arthmol style.
Yes.
Vern.
Yes. So I will save the fireball elements because I don't have that much left, and I will attack the one in front of me with my carbon fiber mace.
Mhm.
So I have no more because so carbon fiber. Yep.
Right. Roll it.
And I will also keep the so that does it. Okay. So the no need for the grind lights. And I think my clone can also attack.
Your clone can also attack.
So he will also attack with his carbon fiber mace. I will roll that. Carbon fiber mace.
He misses completely and gets an attack on him.
Yep. Hopefully.
Actually, which one did he attack?
He attacked this one.
Okay. So that one will reply with a ghost sword.
And he fumbled as
And,
well. Wow.
and misses?
Completely.
Completely.
Wait,
Okay.
no, I still got some AC with Burn.
I don't know. With Steve, I'm never sure afterwards.
Yes, Steve is the worst AC I ever got. So,
Zavix.
Hello, yes. I've just seen something I would like to...
Mhm.
Following the example of my learned colleague, I would like to rage, please.
Rage away.
So 1d4 for additional turns.
Mhm.
So I get 7 turns of rage,
Yes.
and I can attack twice.
Exactly.
Right, I would like to attack this ghost in front of me.
Smash away. You hit.
For 13 slashing damage.
It's not heavy.
And again.
You hit.
For 10 slashing.
Once again, you slash twice into the spirits, but the spirits is still in front of you.
Okay.
Elliot.
Hello. Yes.
Behind you again,
Mm-hmm.
you get curse.
Then that hits. Yes.
Try to evade it again.
I do.
You do. So this time you were expecting it.
Yes. Piss off, ghost.
You were like, not today. This one is gonna move around the ghost, the clone of
Burn.
Vern, and ghost sword him. So that hits. And a 2. So it takes 2 points of damage.
Maddie says stupid spectres being stupid and strong.
I don't think it's so much they're strong. I think
Strong, maybe not that much, thankfully.
They're not very strong, but they're annoying.
we can't
Yeah.
hit them.
This one is gonna try to reply to your sword by a ghosty sword, Clavix.
Huh. Oh,
And
is
that's
that for
24
me?
hit you. Yeah.
That does hit me, funnily enough.
2 points of slashing damage.
Yeah, they ain't strong.
No, they're really not strong.
They just have large numbers.
He's gonna move behind here to get advantage and use his own laser sword. And that's a 7 point of damage, which not a lot. But, you know, every little bit helps. Gunther. This spectre next to Elliot tries to ensnare you.
That's nice of him.
Does a 13 hit you?
It just does.
So we'll cast it at 3rd level. So you take the piercing damage, but you free yourself from it.
So that's 9 piercing damage halved.
Half to
4.
4.
Four, yeah.
9 half to 8. That's just
Well, no,
one
I rounded down and then forgot to halve it.
I just imagine the GM being like, it's 9 half to 8. Hold on a minute, I'm saying things.
I'm questioning the maths on that one.
You know, that's fair.
Meliodas takes 5 points of damage.
Halved if he's raging.
That is true, so that 2 points of damage he takes on the 75 he has.
Was it supposed to halve that damage for raging?
For raging, yes.
Oh, I only take 1 point of damage then.
Gunther.
Hello.
A 7 won't hit you, I believe.
Nope.
Elliot.
Yes.
And then the Legionnaire get hit by a 7 for mysterious reason.
I would like to rage.
Do you have that?
No, I just said I would like to.
But you would like to.
I just try. I was like, you're a pilot. Pilots, I don't think I put rage for them.
I mean, yeah, but pilots can absolutely get angry at space traffic. I will also shoot this guy in the face.
Go ahead.
Good luck.
21.
You hit. You blast it in the chest. You're getting there, slowly.
Fuck.
I'm gonna use this one.
Temus is not happy, being,
Painting.
Temis is being aggressively asleep.
he's still aggressively asleep, yeah. So Elliot, the one behind you, has drained vines on you.
Okay.
So roll a strength save.
Oh yeah, you remind me, I never addressed the fact that Baronon actually caught up to Temus.
20.
You break the vines before they touch you, so it's not just haste. And Bernie.
Okay. I'm gonna go up to this one. Actually, which way is he facing?
It would be facing the clone, so if you put yourself here, you're at advantage.
Good. I will do that, and I will go to stab him with the bewitched dagger.
Good. You hit.
Thank God. We'll be using the
Double hit.
combat. Yeah.
Don't forget to take down the piercing the 1, 2, 3 the words, the combat capacity that you use.
Oh yeah, good point.
He just makes it.
Ooh.
Dang it.
Meliodas is gonna take your advice and move here.
I'm gonna say the other side of things. I've got to go now, guys. I've got to go and pick up my father.
All right.
No worries. I will keep your character alive.
Thank you very
I'm
much.
trying.
If he behaves.
Well, that doesn't say a lot for me.
And another not at advantage. So hits. Come on, die already. The one that Meliodas is fighting really doesn't want to die. Gunther.
So I'll attack this guy. I'm guessing I'm advantage with Abraham there.
You're at advantage, yes.
That's a 26.
That hit.
That is 13. And then
Second
another attack.
Normal, because you can't be at advantage.
13.
Don't hit.
Damn.
Vern.
Why not?
Yes.
The second attack can't be at advantage, but it doubles the damage if it does hit.
And it can't be at disadvantage either.
Oh, I think. Oh, okay. So, have you got a different rage?
I've got a different rage from you, I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
I will attack. Am I flanking it at this point or not?
No, only where Ein Vern is standing is flanking.
Okay. And I guess I can't put myself in the same position.
No, you can't. You can't replace it.
Yeah.
You can push him around like.
With both Hurricane, it's the same thing.
That's right.
Yes. For normal.
You hit.
Hey, and my clone will hit the one next to Meliodas.
Okay.
The
Roll it.
carbon fiber stuff. Damn,
Oh.
He's
not
not doing
great.
well.
I mean, that clone is basically doing the maze dance since I brought him to life.
There's a no, and 11 won't hit him, I think.
I
mean-
guess it works as a taunting.
You're just flailing at each other.
Yeah, they're basically like the clone flays at him, and the spirit turns to him like, "Dude, really?" Tries and misses. Xavix.
Okay, I'm going to carry on as a bit. Rage.
Mhm.
So that's 5 more turns of rage and laser sword.
Oh yeah, that's a hit.
Yep.
15 plus 8 is enough to annihilate the guy.
Then I'm going to move here, and do I get still?
You cut out on the second part.
Sorry, if I move, can I use my second attack again?
Yes.
Okay, so I shall do that. Laser sword.
Well, Xavix
Sammy-
is feeling very, very good.
Sammy,
today.
check his dice. I think he's cheating. I think they say
And,
20 on every side.
Another bites the dust, as the saying goes.
I just did a grog.
So basically, like Xavix is like, "Fuck this!"
So yeah, apparently I just did a grog in the campaign.
So we can add 2 more.
I was trying to shoot that one in the face.
It didn't work.
No, it never does.
The spirit is trying to attack Vern. That's an 18, and that would hit.
Maddie's enjoying all of the
oh,
Queen references.
2 points of slashing damage.
Vern or Vern clone?
Vern, you.
Okay. How did you pass my illusion? It is perfect.
You attacked him, that's how.
The illusion is unbreakable.
That's a hit. Come on, kill him, no.
God damn it, Abraham, what did we pay you for?
We didn't.
Upping him.
Oh, yeah.
This one is going to move to Xavix, which is maybe... He's going to try anyway.
He's got a second death wish.
Does a 20 hand hit you?
It does hit me, yes.
2.
Okay, Gunter, does yours specifically say you have damage?
Yes.
Okay, mine doesn't, so...
This one is going to attack Meliodas. And hit. 7 points of damage, half to 3.
I updated my name on the thing.
Yeah, I saw.
I mean, this afternoon when Sammy was saying about upgrading your token, he was calling you Talon.
I did name you Talon, yeah.
Yes.
So, Gunter again.
Dexterity save time. Damn.
Don't make this one and you get cursed by the spirit.
So that's 5 halved to 2.
Yes. Elliot.
Okay, quick question. If I were to say move here, would I get advantage on attacking this one?
If you move here,
Yeah.
you need to move here, and then this one would attack you.
Yeah, I meant there, but like icons. But yes, I'm still moved there, and I'll take this attack.
Maddie
Okay,
just
so I'll try to attack you. A 7, so no.
This is so now I will try and shoot this one in the face at advantage.
You hit. You bust it in the back of the face. But it's a spirit, so it's still alive.
Got
That still counts.
Zavik ducks
Yeah,
out
it
the way
does.
quickly.
This spirit is unhappy that Elliot decided to go away from him.
My friend.
So he's like, hey, come back here, and goes here.
No.
And turn to Ghosty store. But apparently he wanted to roll a 10. For Anverni, I'm gonna use the same tactic. I guess it works. He is at advantage. So that's with a double hit,
Nice.
and that's poof. That's death. Meliodas is also at advantage now, and laser broadsword. 13 slashing. Poof. So all the spirits near Anverni and Vern and Meliodas are dead. So Meliodas starts running towards you, but can't get very far. Gunther,
I will attack the one in front of me again.
well, please do. Still at advantage.
That is 22 to hit,
That hits.
and that is 12.
It is destroyed.
And then I will take my second attack against this guy.
Mhm.
That is a 14.
Just hits.
So that is 20 points of damage.
And so Xavix, you were fighting this spirit with all your ability and training,
I haven't touched him yet.
and suddenly, I assume you're still fighting, like swords clashing and all that jazz.
Probably yes.
And suddenly you see Gunther appearing on the side, and then the head falls from the spirit.
Hmm.
That one's dead now. Again.
Okay.
Vern,
Yes.
there are no spirits that you can see around you.
Okay, I'm going to take a nap now.
You hear clashing of swords and
Over there.
and thing here. That's the only one you hear.
Okay, I'm going to go and take a look. Let me just check how far I can go. Snapping, I can go 30, so dashing I can go to 60, so there. Tick. And
What does your clone do?
yeah, he will dash as well.
So we got two Verns dashing at the same time. Tevix,
Yes.
Vision of beauty.
you still see Elliot having some troubles with the spirits behind him.
Still raging. So I can get behind him in my with 35 feet.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, that's not a problem. So I'll go behind him and yes, same thing again.
Pew pew.
Ah.
Not pew pew, but you know what I mean.
Swish, swish.
Swish whoosh. Okay, that hits.
Swiggity swoody, I am
14.
going for the booty.
It's not happy.
Yeah.
25. It's still not happy. It's even less happy now.
Is it dead yet?
It's still there. I don't think it's dead.
Damn it.
Abraham is gonna try and roll a fireball again. It's not at advantage this time though.
I'm so glad these are different fireballs to the other fire.
He misses. It sails past just above Xavix and crashes in the column behind him.
What way are you firing that thing?
Elliot.
I am going to
Finish it.
activate High Noon and try and shoot it in the face.
It's
Give it
high
time.
noon.
That's a hit. You shoot it in the face and it I was about to say Talon, but Xavix.
Talon suddenly revealed underneath the Zavix outfit. My
And,
God, you were a
and-
different man all along.
And Xavix, you have now a rotten corpse on you.
High Noon worked.
You can all take that's 200 XP.
Oh, nice.
Right.
How many? Sorry.
200.
Where is this? 7,700.
Gunter walks over to Elliot. Actually, it's a little bit before 11:30.
What?
I thought it was 20 past 1.
No, it's just something you. It's a reference.
I don't get it.
It's okay. You don't need to get it.
Okay.
Maybe 11:30 is high noon on it.
I put away my laser sword.
It's look, here's the thing. It's high noon somewhere in the galaxy.
I don't get it.
Your dissipates.
Rage goes away, I guess.
The rage will go away, and Temis wakes up from his slumber. It's like, what happened?
We were awesome. A ghost died. You slept.
If you want, you can investigate the corpses that you left behind.
Yeah, let's do that. We should investigate.
There is bones and corpses.
Sure, I'll investigate the corpses.
I'll try the bones.
I'm an advantage, forget that.
I mean,
Yeah, take off advantage, but I will take the first number.
Woohoo!
Or Gunter outshines your.
Bless you.
Right, so collectively, Xavix, Elliot, and Gunter, you find 50 gold pieces among all the corpses, the tombs, and all that.
In total.
In total.
Okay, that's about 16 each.
cool.
And a bit, but I'm just not going to go for the bit.
And I will take John into the secret for a moment.
You find God.
I knew he was
So-
somewhere.
Gunter,
Yep.
you check the pockets of one of the spirits, and inside it you feel something shimmering, and something that is quite hot to the touch. And you take out a small stone that is the color of it's the color of rainbow. Basically, it's changing.
Okay.
From where you look at it. You don't know what this is, but it looks very precious to you.
Does it always look the same? Like, is the pattern shifting, or is it shifting in the light?
It's both shifting in the light and the pattern is shifting.
Okay.
And it seems to you that the heat is coming from the stone more than the stone being hot because of something else. But you don't know what this is. You just have this stone to be very cheap, very pretty. You could maybe get a good price on it.
I will hide it in my pocket before Abraham sees it.
Okay, so just roll me a stealth or a sleight of hand. Yeah, he can't see it. There's yeah.
Where was these rolls earlier, or ever, for Gunter?
I think roll 20 was like, you know what? Let's catch him up.
Let's catch him up. Maddie is freaking out in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Is
I'm
that
bringing
what
you
I
back to the
think it
others.
is?
Maybe. I'm bringing you back to the others.
Hey guys,
What did you do?
I found that ghosts have pockets. Who knew?
Why did you try and hide it?
What has pockets?
Nothing.
You don't know. Is your passive perception more than a natural 20?
Yes.
Yes.
No.
So Maddie has followed up with, "Oh, that's a fucking yes."
So, anything you want to share with the rest of the group?
No, not right now.
So you
okay.
guys feel there is a gust of wind coming from down here, as there's an opening here.
Huh. Curious.
Do you press on?
I think we should.
Well, there's no point staying here.
No.
So below where we go.
And we know that our friend here doesn't want to wait any longer.
Well, shall we go then? Oh, I need to take my PG symbol off.
You proceed into the next room.
I wish to... Is Abraham at the front of the group or the back of the group?
He will be at the front of the group.
I wish to go to the back of the group and try to subtly gesture to Iverney that I would like him to come here as well.
And Verney will follow you. as soon as him moves. And Vernie comes here. Meliodas moves. Themis follows.
Actually, no, Themis as well.
Okay,
And I
Themis
show
as well.
them... I show them the thingy.
They are surprised first. Themis has no idea what it might be. But both of them agree on the fact that it must be magical. I will make a roll for Vernie though. On religion, let's go for religion. I'm going to try to. I'm not going to try to make my best impression of Ben's voice because that's just not gonna work. So Anne Bernie just says, "I've heard of those. Those are precious artifacts coming from, well, from the gods themselves."
So what does it do?
It depends. Each of them has a different power. I've heard of those. I've never seen one. But where did you get that?
Ghosts have pockets.
You found it in one of their pockets.
Effectively.
Well, keep it close to you. It's really precious, and it can be useful. Some people in the galaxy know and can discover what it can do. When we have time, we should look into that.
Yes, there's a great many things to look into when we have time. Returns to pocket.
Okay. And moving on to the next room.
Maddie is fairly certain she knows what it is.
It's my apple.
You wish.
You
Yes, I
enter
do.
a large room.
But I was also not told about this conversation, so...
Nope.
You enter a large room that is very damp and a bit warmer than the rest. There is a large square in the middle with mud in it.
Mud?
A quick thoughts of people. You don't need long to understand that this must be a this must have been a pond or a pool of sorts.
Can we see anything in the pool?
Nothing is in the pool apart from mud.
Is the mud lower down than...
It's lower down, yeah. It would look like it's missing its water. Roll me perceptions.
Okay.
Maddie says thoughts are brewing.
13.
Come on, 20s. Damn it. Elliot!
Got the 20.
You all hear, but Elliot, you heard it even before entering the room. There's a water sound in this room, coming from down here. Here. If Roll 20 wants to move from me, yeah, thank you. Here. And here.
Huh.
Water.
Do you want to go and find out what that is?
Yes, let's investigate the one below us first.
Okay.
Abraham walks to the pool and stops there and inspects the pool. Meliodas is going to stay near him, as is Themis, to check on him.
Corridor down here.
Water pool.
You can't
The
see
pool
over
that you see, Elliot, is a large pool that is directly into the source that is underground. It's getting pumped by a large pipe.
There's one over here as well.
In a regular frequency. On the other side, Xavix, you find the same kind of pool, at the exception that the pipe is broken.
What are those statues?
Those are pillars, not statues.
Oh, okay. They just look like they had people on top of them.
Yeah, no, it's just the top of the pillar.
Okay, alright.
So is the pipe here, like, is that putting water into the pond here or taking it out?
You would suppose it would take it out like the other pond
Like the
is
other
taken out.
Maddie says, BRB, supper time, don't die.
Can't promise anything. So, this pipe works. That one doesn't. I guess we'll go have a look at the other one.
Makes sense.
So we'll look.
Anything interesting in the mud?
No, the mud is just mud.
The mud is muddy.
I was actually like talking to...
Okay. To Abraham.
Yes.
Abraham just looks at you and says, "It's here."
Oh, there's another toilet up here as well.
So Xavix, you find a reservoir of water, and this one is working. It seems like water is below to that thing and filling it up, and that goes into that pipe into somewhere that you can't see. This one, however, is empty.
I'll be right back in a minute.
I assume this one is empty because it was connected to the broken one.
That makes sense.
You could assume that.
Do we need to fix the broken one?
Are we seriously suggesting we've come all this way through all the tombs to be plumbers?
I am just saying, it seems like it should be working, and it isn't.
Do you have a pipe?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Do we have a pipe?
I mean, we technically have a pipe.
You don't have a pipe on you. I don't think you do.
I mean, we all technically have a pipe.
Slaps Elliot.
Okay, slap my helmet.
You
Sure.
can try and look for one. You might find something.
Maybe. I mean, there's not much around. What's up on this pillar? Like on this dais bit?
This is an altar, and it seems to you that it's connected to the pool in the sense that water from the pool would go into the altar, and then things would happen. As you go near Abraham, mumbling words, and it's I will write them down because it's mumbling words in Veggerol, and I will translate for people who can understand Veggerol.
That would be nice.
God damn it, my ability to speak Gemen comes up not again. I need to meet the new B Teams member. We can have such conversations in Gemen.
So the only person who can speak Veggerol, I think, is Vern.
No, yep.
This is what you hear from Abraham, who speaks Veggerol at this moment.
So what does this mean? Okay. I'm going to roll Arcana to see what is shit, not the good shit, character shit.
To see what?
To see what, where does the magic get us?
The magic gathers around the altar, but it's faded a lot. It seems to you that the pond, the pool must be filled with water for the magic to work.
I will quietly, so that Abraham doesn't hear. What's he saying?
So Gunther asks Van.
Yes.
Yep.
He says that the pond of life and truth must be filled again.
And he adds another sentence that I will immediately translate to Cartoon. He seems in a very, very deep think at the moment. He's completely ignoring you.
And push him in the pool.
It won't do much. It will just land him in mud.
I mean, it'd be funny, but
Yeah.
what's he saying?
Repeating lady and secrets.
That doesn't sound positive.
Nope.
We need to find a pipe.
Have you looked around? Says maybe that's. Is there any storage anywhere?
Not that we can see. I mean, there could be a pipe in the mud, I guess. We're gonna have to go through the mud, aren't we?
You're gonna have to roll investigation more than anything.
Oh, okay. Let's look through the mud. Mud.
Yay!
Oh.
I rolled into double digits on a skill I'm proficient in.
I did not.
You jump down in the pool, and you search through the mud. The mud is very goes up to your almost to your waist for the people who are under 6 foot tall.
Oh.
And it seems like you're basically walking in a lake of shit.
I really hope we aren't.
But at the end, Gunther, you do manage to find a part of a pipe.
I think I got it.
Do you want a hand getting it out?
Do I need a hand getting it out?
No, it's the mud is not too.
Luke and
solid.
Luke and or James has just arrived and noticed my fabulous beard.
It is a very nice beard.
Hey, Luke or James.
Luke and
Hey, Luke and James. Hello.
So you have a part of a pipe. What do you do?
I'm going to regret saying this, but something that can fix a broken bit of metal to another broken bit of metal is the application of fire.
Oh, why would you say such a thing?
And Iron Verney says, "You just had to say this."
I fear that yes.
After you.
Why am I the one holding the pipe? Muddy footprint, muddy footprint, muddy footprint.
So basically, squish, squish,
Squelch,
squish,
squelch, squelch.
Squelch, squelch. Mm-hmm.
You also are now smelling very bad, both of you.
I've got a helmet. I don't care.
I've only got half a nose.
Yeah, but the other half is not happy.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You know what? I'm just gonna go and quickly stand in this water. I'm gonna quickly stand in this water and just wash off my boots.
LAJP says, "Is that Rusty I hear?"
Yeah, hello. It is me. I'm in this game.
Elliot,
Yes.
unfortunately, as you step into the pool, you start getting sucked in by the pipe.
Oh no! I'm being sucked.
So, could you roll me a dexterity save?
Luke and or James, you got here just in time to see Rusty be sucked off.
Yep.
Fortunately, You grab the
I will not be sucked off today.
and you're thinking that it was a very shit idea.
I mean, I'm still gonna pull myself out, and at least my boots are gonna be clean.
Yes, you got water everywhere, but
Well,
Don't step in the water; you'll get sucked off.
the pipe's not working. I need to step in the water to fix it.
You know I should have just stepped in that water.
There's no
Yeah.
pipe over here, you twit.
Oh dear.
Boink.
oink, poof.
Okay, right.
And Iron Bernie is gonna try and cast something that will not require a
Holy-
fireball.
Hey, wait. I just wrapped it up in, like, the medical tape from the Medipack. And now I'm not holding it. Fire away.
Good.
We learned.
Fire! It will. It's not a brain who shot it, but you know who shot it. From the other room, Abraham shot.
Holy shit!
And he shoots a fireball on the pipe. There's a small explosion of fire. Some fire does come near you, Gunther, but not too near. But you're still like, And the
I'm
pipe,
used.
Not my
And-
face, my beautiful face.
the pipe starts working again immediately. So Gunther, as you're still in the water, roll me a dexterity save.
Oh no.
23.
You swim to the board and get out.
What were you
You're both
worried
doing.
about?
Right, let's see if the water comes back.
We can
I
James
mean-
watch the stream.
Yes, they are.
Luke and James is overwhelmed with emotions.
Is this Luke and James or Luke or James?
Luke and or James. We're unsure at the moment.
Yes.
This is still being debated.
First sucking off and now debating. Oh dear.
Yeah,
So
you missed a
water
lot while you were gone, Jeff.
appears here, and soon the pool.
Oh, you filled up the other tank at least.
The pool starts to flood in with water.
Luke and or James says, "Who do you want me to be, Jeff?"
Well, either one is sexy, so I'm fine.
That's the question. Who do I want you to be?
It's Ed in disguise. We have an active YouTube channel.
So, the water starts coming in, and Abraham just walks into it and
Is
starts
this gonna be
walking
like getting power
towards
from the water or something?
the
I saw this in a game once.
the altar.
Why is he going that way? Could he go up the stairs at the side here?
He could, but he doesn't.
What are you doing?
He doesn't answer to you.
Right.
What are you doing?
Vern, he starts speaking Veggerl once again.
Okay. He says, "Where is the train station?"
Où est le fromage?
He says, "Do you want a black number or a red number?"
Yarakash le rakash.
I'm gonna back up here. Do I still
Uprasa
get
lur.
line of sight on him from here?
I'm standing next to him.
That's your lookout.
Mr. Rakish.
I
I'm
am
going to from
Sorry.
here.
Hand on laser sword.
Hand on sniper rifle.
hand on sword.
A pulse of energy comes from the inside of the pond and the altar, and you see the ring that he's wearing starts to shine and shimmer.
All right.
He said he's summoning a lady, apparently. Someone is calling.
Do we want this to happen?
I don't think we can stop it.
We can
Have
try
you?
and stop it.
And he continues chanting, and his voice starts changing as well. It goes deeper and deeper.
All right.
and the ground starts to shake, and
Guys,
at the same time, the pool turns red and bubbles.
I wish to try and remove his hand now, please.
I wish to try and move his head.
You would try to remove his hand, so that's an attack, I guess.
And while you're doing that, I should try and remove his head.
So that's an attack, and that's hits.
I would like to move forward and attempt to stun him with my stun baton.
I'm going to put an incendiary bullet into it and
Right.
Holy fire.
I pressed the wrong thing.
That is a 12 damage.
I took note of the damage. That
Cool.
just hits Xavix.
I'm going to move and I'm going to attempt to stun them.
That is 8
With a
blessing
stun
damage, and it's an incendiary bullet.
8. Okay.
Can I get something else?
He
Good
pushes
bitch
you back with a Eldritch Blast. So it doesn't. It won't actually do a damage to you, but it will actually push you back.
Are you talking to me?
Yes, you.
Well, that's fair.
And so you slash at him, Gunther. Xavix, you shoot at him.
Yep.
But you do see the damage being done, but you see also the damage suddenly dissolving from him, and all the wound coming back.
Right. Remind me, what's happening with the pool again?
And the pool is bubbling and turning red.
Right. I want to try something, but I don't know if it's going to do any good.
Do it.
Anyone who's not attacking him, by the way, can roll me a perception.
I attacked.
I didn't.
So that's Carbon can roll the perception, basically.
Kaboom and our legion of NPCs.
Oh shit!
Yeah, but well,
I'm going to walk up to the edge of the pool after having shot my thing, and
perception.
Do it.
Perception. Come on, miss.
Come on, Ed. You can do it.
20. He does see it, and Iron Bernie, does he see it? He doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So Meliodas just points at the pool, at the center of the pool, like, look, what's that? And in the middle of the pool, for people who decide to look at what he's pointing,
Yes.
there's a form that starts to emerge from it.
I'm just going to do the thing that I said. Forget it. I'm just going to do the thing that I just said.
Okay.
So from my bag, I pull out the gifter's apple,
Excuse me.
and I drop it and I throw it into the pool.
Excuse me.
Hey, that was mine!
I've known that for a long time, Jeff.
So
Everybody's known it apart from Elliot. Everybody.
Yep.
Everyone has known.
You drop it into the pool, and you see the poof, and it disappears into the pool. And the Abraham turns to Gunther and smiles. We cannot stop it, Gunther. It's time now. The lady has been summoned.
Excuse me.
And he kneels down towards the pool. What do you guys do?
Push him in. Push him in.
What, you mean push Gunther in? I'm seriously considering
push
it.
Abraham in.
I mean, I'm tempted to just try and remove his head, but...
Fuck it. Elliot's gonna try and run up and try and push him into the pool.
Go ahead.
What do you want me to roll?
Roll near strength.
Great.
You run up to him and you run into him, you almost try to push him, and as soon as you get your hands on him, you're thrown back by a pull push of energy once again.
That's not good.
Get rid of that now, at least.
What? The
And-
gift this apple.
Yes.
And from the middle of the pool, you see a head, you see shoulders, and you see a woman
Knees and toes.
emerging, knees and toes, all that, all the anatomy of a woman emerging from the pool.
Eyes
She
and
is
ears
wearing.
and mouth and nose.
She's wearing a dark cloak that hides her face and her features, but her long brown curls can be seen. She has a gaunt shape. She's very thin, and she has very long and sharp fingers that finish like kind of claws.
Mhm.
And appears this woman.
Huh.
So magic users. So, Kaboom, roll me.
Yep.
Roll me religion or arcana. Arcana.
Okay.
I can words. Okay, you know what this is.
Fun.
It's nice.
I will give you the information right away.
It's Bird Box.
Hmm?
It's Bird Box.
Of course it is.
Kaboom, is it the final boss?
I read and it say it's Xavix's mom.
Why?
Okay, so I got good news. Apparently this creature is 300 billion years old.
How is that good news?
That's not good news.
Because maybe she would die of old age.
I think if she's that old, she's past the point of dying of old age.
I mean, that would be fun, having a heart attack as soon as she's not over that. So it's called the Faceless Lady, which just might be a mythical entity, which I would like to check. Nyeh.
I am a
A
concern.
faceless lady, aged 300 billion years old, trade witch. Plan to encounter a dark entity of great power as ancient as the galaxy itself. Lovely.
Yeah.
Dear GM, is it one of the entities involved in Mjolnir, or
It is not an entity involved in the end of, but then you know that it is an entity involved very deeply as with the gifter.
Maddie would like to say, Samuel,
Ooh.
you son of a gun.
My father is not a gun.
Also, we're gonna have words about that.
And suddenly she takes out of the water the apple of the gifter.
of
And-
course she does.
Zavix, how did you
And-
have that?
She smiles, bites in it,
Zavix, what did you just do?
and destroy the apple with one grab.
Well, at
Grip.
least well,
Does
that's,
that mean she just destroyed the part of the gifter without
She
this one?
destroyed the gift of the gifter.
The gifter should feel that and not be happy about it.
so
And
she's destroyed the gift of the gifter. That's good.
and all of you roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, that's not so good.
hate everything.
That's an 18.
That's
an
an
18. That's an
This
8.
is gonna be like a 6.
Ah, you went not so far. Megadeth is gonna roll exactly what Elliot said.
That's a 75 for Vern, because I don't know.
That's Abraham, which is legit, actually.
Like I said, with a plus 16 or something.
He's got a plus 11. Jeez.
Yeah. We're splitting hairs at this point.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
I'm not being like anything. I'm just as well as right.
Alright. Zavix,
Hello.
you hear a voice in your head, and I will take you to the secret.
Oh boy.
Serve me.
So, apples.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you, basically, when we went back to see the, ambassador,
Yes.
Zavix stood behind you.
Yes.
Maddie is screaming, Queen Creeps has returned. Rusty, I knew that for so long.
Oh, they're not gonna be friends after this. But they might be dead, so it's fine. We'll see what happens, I guess.
I mean, I might as well just be saying the stuff I'm typing, but... Zavix didn't summon this person. Abran did. I attempted to remove his arm while Zavix removed his head, and then Zavix decided to throw the apple in on the off chance that that did anything. The faceless lady, the lady of secrets, appeared and ate the apple and destroyed it. Zavix didn't fuck up. Zavix fucked up. We're not sure what Zavix did. It's not good because he failed the wisdom save. Oh boy. It was nice knowing
apparently
him.
it was very pleasant.
Zavix did just exist.
Yes.
Does Zavix continue to exist?
Zavix continues to exist, yes.
Is Hollow Voice with us again?
No.
No.
Hollow Voice has gone to take the next person.
Oh boy.
So wait, he just brought Zavix back and then took
Rusty,
Megan?
go bye-bye.
Rusty went bye-bye, yes.
I'd like to say that, like, how long ago I worked out that you had the apple, Jeff. Just how long I've been waiting.
How long
Long enough for regular apple to rot, I guess.
It was back... Oh, God, where was it?
It was back when we last met the ambassador.
It was.
And basically you stood behind him the whole time, and I was like, that's odd placement of the token.
Yes.
But I'm not going to comment on that. And then afterwards, I can't remember, like, we were in a discussion after, I think, a B-team session.
Yes.
And Maddie said something, and I was like, wait a fucking minute. Oh boy, I know what that means, but Gunter doesn't, but I do.
Yes.
Maddie says,
idea
hugs for
what-
Zavix, are you okay?
I'm fine, thank you, Maddie. I'm glad someone's concerned.
And Queen Creep says, ha 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 ha.
She extends her hands in front of her and says, I am the lady, I am the time, and I am the truth.
It's a little bit before midday now.
I will answer one question, and I will grant one wish.
One for each of us?
She nods.
Was that my one?
She doesn't answer.
Damn it!
Oh yeah, that was the second question. Okay. So we got each of us got a question and a wish.
Well, each of you except Gunter.
Zavix!
Don't take no wishes from bitches.
Yes.
Maddie,
Zavix.
Yeah.
Can you ask her what happens after we die?
I don't want to know.
Anybody?
Anybody, please. Same as
I
for
just- I just imagine like half the group being like, "Are you ready, the faceless lady?" Yes. You ready? Yes. You sure? Yes.
Oh, come on, you can't be. I am.
That was not a question.
So
So
Gunter
let me
already
think.
asked this question, so
I can actually picture Iverney asking, "Can I burn the ocean?"
well, I will ask Iron this question off game, of course.
And then, "No, you can't. Can I get the power to burn the ocean?"
Right,
So,
so we
let
have a
me,
question and a wish.
I will
Okay.
think about my question for a sec. I'll let you ask yours first.
I don't have a question yet.
By the way, please do not use the question to ask for 3 sizes or some bullshit like that.
Gunther must be so pissed at himself.
No, Gunter did exactly what Gunter would do.
Just imagine the face saying, Mr. Sandman.
I wasn't prepared for this. Question is anything that I would just shown even slightly possible?
Is that your question?
Yes, because I can't think of anything else right now.
She smiles. Everything is possible in the future. There are lots of possibilities. This is just one small taste and what you could achieve, Elliot.
I got duped.
Oh, I got the question for Vern. Vern will actually ask the faceless lady, those wishes you offer so generously, is there a price to pay for seeing them come true?
There is only the price to face the truth of what you are.
Hmm?
Okay.
Nebulous.
Turns to Xavix as the last player still here.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And then Tamus will ask Gunther's question.
I mean, I can imagine Xavis. Can I have my apple back?
My apple?
Davix has nothing to ask.
Okay. Tamus is going to ask on behalf of Gunther what happens after death. It depends entirely on the manner you die, and it depends entirely on your beliefs. But what happens after you die is that you go beyond, and once you are beyond, you will wait for the eternal death of Mjolnir.
I don't like the sound of that.
Eternal death. Uh-huh.
So Tamus will actually say he doesn't like the sound of that,
Hmm.
and he thinks it's very heretic as well.
So for wishes, I wish I got a proper lab on the constellation, because that's the only thing that comes to mind at the moment.
You wish you got a
Where-
what?
Why would you want something on the other team's ship?
No, oh, sorry, on the Dark Star. I always force of habit.
I was about to say, granted, suddenly a lab appears in the constellation.
No, sorry.
Maddie says, "Be right back. I advise no wishes."
That's what. Yep.
So, repeat your wish.
I wish I had a proper lab on the Dark Star, the ship.
It shall so happen.
If she doesn't grant it immediately, that's not worth it. I can pay for that one later.
And she traces a circle in the water, and you hear your own voice resonate in the bubble that it creates, and the bubble goes up and disappears. And you, Gunther, is there anything you'd wish?
Rivera's phone number.
Gunter pats, holds a hand where his necklace would be.
Mm-hmm.
I wish for nothing you can give me at the moment.
So you are pure of heart, is that it?
I didn't say that.
It will come, it will come. But alas, this was your only chance for a wish.
Then I accept that.
She bows, and I respect it. Turns to Elliot.
Later that night, Gunther was like, "Why?"
Elliot's silent right now.
She stares at you.
who hasn't responded yet? I think the only person who has responded is Vern. Yeah.
Yeah.
The only person who has formulated a wish is Vern.
Yeah.
Because Gunther did respond, he just said fuck off.
He politely declined.
He said fuck off.
I must have
Fuck
been
off,
having a
Mike.
different conversation.
Zavix just has nothing to say.
Fuck off on my chick.
Are you saying anything? Are you declining?
Me?
No, Elliot.
Oh, I'm actually formulating my word.
Because I know Zavix is not going to say anything, you just said it.
Yeah, no, I know. I was just trying to formulate what my response is.
Elliot wishes to never be spoiled the Avengers Endgame.
Well, let me...
And suddenly Gunther disappears.
I don't need wishes to get where I need to be, so I'll decline.
A wish is not what you need. In wish is not what you need. It's what you desire. But I understand.
I believe I can get my desires without the help of wishes.
How do you now?
Yes?
It is-
I was like, yeah? What are you implying? Nothing.
Yeah.
yes? No? Maybe?
She turns to Abraham. And you summon me. You must desire something of me.
Oh shit, I should have wished that Abraham had no wish to make.
And Abraham says, I have one question and one wish. My question,
That's the deal.
my question is, will I become immortal when your mirror ends? You will when you die, she answers. And
We can help with that.
Abraham then says, my wish. I wish that Abraham wished.
French toast.
I suddenly feel the urge to feel for.
I mean, that technically that works.
And he says, I want to become as powerful as you. It shall be so.
Phenomenal cosmic power.
And
Living space.
she walks towards Abraham and touches him. Abraham
Where?
I need an
just touches him
adult.
on the forehead. You horrible people. Abraham starts to smile and scream in pain.
Still smiling or?
No, not really smiling.
Not really smiling anymore.
Yeah,
Not so much.
I mean, I guess he was not smiling, but I just wanted to hear it because it's delicious.
And he starts to look at his hands, and his hands burst in flames, and his
You
whole
did ask
body
for it.
burst in flames.
You did ask for it.
So wait, is he getting immortal, or as she said, or?
He falls on the ground and starts shrilling and screaming his lungs out. Gunther, you see, like, this man is bursting in flames, literally a few feet away from your face. So I don't know how you'd react, but you know.
Meanwhile,
Can I just-
Irony needs new underwear.
Can I just try and kick him down the stairs?
Well, the
Don't
ladies there.
touch the
Then no,
Don't- don't touch the Burning Man.
But if you want to, you can try.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Irony is just Vern is watching closely. Gunther, don't touch.
Are you sure? He's on fire. There's water.
If you
Don't
want
touch.
if you want to, you roll a strength.
You don't touch the Burning Man. Also, I want to see where this is going, because this is actually I don't have much time to observe such phenomena.
I mean, if he's still on fire, okay, you're the doc.
So he turns to you, Gunther, and he extends his hand to try and grab you, basically like help me.
This is why you don't touch him.
And to paraphrase to paraphrase a certain movie that most of us have seen here, he disappears.
I don't feel so good, Mr. Parker.
Oh wait, that's not fun. Because that name, nope.
He disappears, and there's only a few flames on the ground, and the lady looks in to the flames. He got his wish.
So, can you remind me of what his wish was exactly?
He wished to be exactly as powerful as she was.
Oh yeah, and he couldn't handle it. What a
He
moron.
could not.
And she goes back.
He chose.
He should have wished for. He should have wished for a French toast.
And she goes back into the pond. And Bernie, Meliodas, and Themis would. Themis would have not wished for anything. Meliodas and Bernie, we shall see after this short messages. But
I think our view. I think
Oh, no,
we're
yeah.
very happy that he's.
Yeah, Amy is incredibly happy that he is dead. She has been waiting for him to be dead for months.
And Meliodas just suddenly urges and says, "Hold on, is he dead?"
That was my question. Oh, Meliodas is asking the lady.
Yeah, he never asked a question, so he can. And she turns to him. I said to him, he'd become immortal when he died.
Oh, he's immortal.
And she goes back into the pond and is.
Immortal means you cannot die, and technically you cannot die once you're dead.
Works.
And
What is dead?
Thank you for your time.
That's where we'll end today's session.
Just
a last question. So, is there any remnants of Abraham or
nothing?
Okay, that's clean.
Amy says, "Good job."
Just as she's descending, Elliot's just gonna be, "Thank you for your time."
You see, you can see the difference between Vern and Abraham. Vern is smart and wish for something simple. Abraham wish for something way too greedy and gets the price for it.
I mean, we've not seen your lab yet.
Yeah, you have a price to pay. You just don't know what it is yet.
No, I asked if there was a price to pay, and it would be to see my true nature or myself as I am, and I'm okay with that because I'm honest with myself.
You know what? Fair, but we'll see what happens.
And you guys look at where Abraham was, and there is a ring left.
Oh, the ring of power. But
Elliot will pick that ring up because he's closest.
It's the ring. It's a ring of summoning apparently, so this will serve for rituals and stuff like that.
It's the ring of summoning. It's a small silver ring with a blue stone on it, and it's in the shape of of two hands joined together, and in the middle of the two hands there's the stone.
Just gonna put it into a pocket and keep it.
Oh, speaking of pockets, now that we're alone, looks down at the gap where Abram was.
Hold on. Vern, first of all, you spot you have three pings of strong, powerful magic. One is in Elliot's hand.
No, so the ring, yep.
The second is in Gunther's pocket.
That he is reaching for slowly now, but was told to stop.
By a sudden magic in the air. And
so,
three.
Yeah, what's in your pocket? And three.
There is still a strong magical presence here.
Okay, so he might be dead, but he might still be powerful. That's the trick with magic, you never know.
Gunther,
Can I absorb the magic?
You can go right ahead now. And no, you can't absorb it.
And I pull out a rainbow stone.
Ooh. I mean, I like stones with color because it saved our life not long ago.
And then you can confirm that this is the object pulsating with magic that you felt earlier.
I don't know what this does, but I found it in a ghost's pocket, and I think it's important. Also, ghosts have pockets.
So wait, wishes from lady is a no-go, but looting ghost pockets is a-okay?
I didn't need anything.
Meliodas
Because you
says
looted the
something.
ghost before.
Meliodas says something. It's a shame you didn't ask what stone was for.
I didn't think to. Anybody else want to?
Does
I
my
didn't know
Arcana
about it.
check? Does my Arcana check allows me to know what it's for, or at least what it might be for? Okay.
You know it's a stone of power. You know it's a stone
As
as strong as others that you've heard in legends, but you have no idea what you could do.
I mean, is there... Looks at magic people. Is there a way to just, like, test it?
given my mighty experience, it just might lead to create a leprechaun with a rainbow and a pot of gold.
Then you know, and then to use it, you have to drop it with firm intention of using it. However, if you don't know what this is going to do, it might be very risky.
Should we do this here, or should we...
I don't think we should do that until we know what it does.
And we would rather do that at the surface, but at least for stones like that, usually the effect is not harmful for the user.
So we'll do it where I'll take it somewhere where no one's around, and we'll do it there.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I don't know anything about the stone, or about things, people just taking my things, so I guess I'll just not be involved in it then.
Or we'll just, we'll go meet the B team again, because...
Guys, I say we move out because I am actually very curious to see if I got that new lab I was asking for.
And,
well, that Ulrichian could
note,
rewind time if things went wrong.
And on that note, it is where we'll end today's session, as Elliot goes away, probably very angry at Xerix.
Elliot's not happy with most people in.
And
What did I do?
And then hurries out of the temple below to see if there is suddenly a lab that would.
Guys in the chat, thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight. If you haven't done so already, please do hit that follow button. It lets you guys know when we go live, and it really is a great way that you can completely for free support the channel. I will be back on Sunday with Storm King's Thunder, where the group will continue to press on with the Cloud Giant castle that was hanging in the sky at the end of the last session. Monday, I'm doing a solo Minecraft Monday, possibly with other people playing other versions of Minecraft, not on the server. On Wednesday next week, we're back with the Adventures of the Golden Tooth as they examine the... Ooh, we leveled. As we examine the death.
The 300 we already got.
You got 200 in it on top.
Sweet. Next Friday we'll play a game. Jeff, is next Friday? It's the 10th is your next...
10th is my one, yeah.
Your next Prince's. So we've got next Friday to do a different thing. The Sunday after that, we'll be back with Tomb of Annihilation, where the group pick up the pieces after the terrible nightmares that ended the last session. And they press on through the Fane of the Night Serpent. For now, guys, farewell. Thank you. It has been a very fun night tonight.
It has been good.
Byesies.
And now we just have an issue with that Elliot is not happy with people.